commission, you ask for permission to hit him. He don't like me, hit him while wifey was with him. You heard of us, the murderous, most shady. Been on the low lately, the feds hate me. The sun is they say my killing's too blatant. You hesitating, I'm in your mama crib waiting. Duct taping, your fam, destiny lays in my hands. Gat lays in my waist. Francis M to the is phenomenal.
Hey, what's up with it, guys? Before we start the podcast, I just wanted to show you guys a couple of things. First of all, check out my eyebrows. I went to line it up. I ended up almost shaving the bitch completely off. Look at that shit. It's almost bald, so forgive me if I look like I have no eyebrows. But anyways, let me just share the screen. Make sure I don't share no funny business. Okay. I've been known to share some fucked up shit by accident. But here we are. You guys might not be aware because I don't think I talked about it. I don't know if I talked about it on YouTube yet. But if I did, then I'm talking about it again. If I didn't, then I'm talking about it now. You heard? So these are my t-shirts, man. It's Teammacho.shop. Go figure. And I got the game time tees. Anybody who knows me knows it's kind of my motto. Every time I'm in the gym, in the room, or it's like one of my ad-libs, it's game time. That's basically my reply to everything. Game time, baby. So game time tees, game time on the front, Team Macho on the back. Then we got the I'm Not a Scientist tee. The logo on the front, on the back, I'm not a fucking scientist. I'm a bodybuilder. Simple as that, baby. You know what I'm saying? Simple as that. I'm not here to do a bunch of scientific shit and break down the chemistry of the gear and the fucking, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be here trying to be a damn kinesiologist when I'm in the gym. I'm focused on effort. Obviously, I want to be targeting the muscles properly, but it doesn't take a fucking brain scientist to do that. It's about effort. Yeah, people are so focused on being so perfect that they forget effort, which is the most important part, you know. But anyways, I digress. But these are my tees, man. So if you want to show some support, check it out. I don't really ask for much. I just put out content, and if you guys like it, this would help support me and then put me in a position where I could put out more content, because I edit all this shit myself. I do all the work myself. I film everything myself. And it's a lot of work, and I want to put out more content, but I can't really handle any more work. So I'm going to have to hire people. But that's a investment, and the investment has to make sense at the end of the day. So for it to make sense, I got to see some return, right? It is what it is. None of us got into this podcast for money, but if you're going to invest money, you're going to have to make something, or you're just throwing away your money in the toilet, and we can't do that because we're grown men and we have bills to pay. But speaking of bills to pay, let me pull up my homie in crime. How do you move this? Can you move this? Oh, there we go. My homie in crime, Mr. Beef Stew, Stuart Sutherland, aka Beef Stew himself. He got some shirts as well. You guys probably know about this by now because we've talked about it a few times on the podcast, but why not talk about it again? It's my homie. I want to see him get some compensation as well. He shows up to my podcast weekly. I don't give him shit. I don't pay him. I don't even say thank you. So this is my way of saying thank you. By saying, cop his fucking t-shirts, man. Show him some love, man. He's taking time out of his day to do these podcasts. I know you guys like him on there. You know, I know you guys like Stu on there. Who doesn't like Stu, man? It's a great guy, you know, but I don't want to get too much on here. This is a long ass fucking ad, so I'm gonna cut it there, but enjoy the fucking podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen.
I got a new dog, and last Wednesday I completely forgot to join in.
Oh, you got a dog too, bro?
No, I'm fucking with you. You're the one who forgot.
I didn't catch that. I didn't catch that joke. Oh, my bad, gentlemen. It's been tough, but
No, I was
it's
just fucking with you.
Just keep up.
it's kind of a nice experience. It's weird, bro. It's like it's like we bonding, right, to the point that the line between human and dog starts to get blurred, and he gets weird, and I'm like, is he getting more human, or am I getting more dog? I can't tell what's going on.
A little bit of both.
It's super. It's like he's my son, bro, and I'm like, this is super weird. Like, I know he thinks he's my son, and I'm starting to feel like he is. It's the weirdest. I don't know. It's the weirdest. I don't let him on the couch or anything like that, but still, it's like they rely on you, so it becomes like a bond that's really is different, to say the least. I didn't expect it to be that intense, but I like it, man. I like it. It's a good experience,
Yeah.
I don't know.
How you doing, Stu?
What's up, Stu?
I'm like,
Haven't talked to you in a minute, brother.
yeah. I'm like
Yeah.
in the middle of moving right now, which is why I'm here instead of my desk, because I'm tearing my desk apart. So
Yeah. Are you excited? You don't look too excited. I guess this part is
excited though.
well. This is not the fun part. I'm sure this is not the part you're looking
I
for.
hate moving, and we're actually gonna have to do it like twice because. So the deal is, our lease ends at like 2 weeks at this apartment. We're gonna move over to my parents' place for like a month and a half or so, and then move right at the beginning of November from Washington to Texas. So, I'll be done with traveling and everything. Because originally I was like, I put this plan together thinking like, if I qualify for the Olympia, I can't leave. I can't move at the end of September, because that would be like 3 weeks out from the show, right? That would be
no.
But obviously I didn't qualify, so I was like, fuck, I may as well just stay with my parents for a little longer, save a month of rent, and then get out of here.
Yes, smart move. You have a mic, or that's like your laptop audio?
This is
okay.
I got this thing here. Yeah.
I didn't look at the comments. Did anybody complain about the audio at all, or no? I didn't check. I don't know.
Care about the voice of the people.
So surprise news. My channel is demonetized. They won't tell me why. I don't know. At this point, I don't even care. I'm just gonna keep posting videos. I didn't start this to make a fortune off YouTube anyway. Let's be real. Like, it makes money, but it's not gonna pay my bills to begin with. So I don't. It makes no difference to me. As long as they let me post, I'm good. If they just completely shut my shit down and erase all the videos, I'll be extremely pissed. But if they want to demonetize it, I don't really. Who cares? I mean, I'm gonna just keep posting it. I think
the right audience will always watch the videos anyway. The audience that we, attract.
Exactly.
I think they're always gonna view your stuff.
Somebody told me about cursing in the first minute or something like that, and I did notice every time I'm cursing within the first minute, there's some kind of issue. I'm like, is it that serious, motherfucker? Like, oh, so there we go again. Like, is it really that serious? Fucking cursing, bro. Grown men cursing, like that's so ridiculous. The ad I posted about the t-shirts, I'm cursing in that ad in the first minute, and since I started posting the ad, it's been issues, But like I said, as long as they don't take my shit down, I'm good. We could always sling t-shirts. So guys, this is more important than ever now. We're gonna go homeless. Stu was trying to get an apartment. You don't want. You know what I'm saying? So we're all gonna go homeless if you don't buy some t-shirts. So buy some t-shirts from Stu's site. Buy some t-shirts from my site. Help us out, because we ain't making no money from YouTube. I mean, Stu wasn't. I wasn't paying none of them these YouTube checks anyways. But still, Now I can't if I wanted to. So it's dire now, bro. It's dire now. It's help us survive, bro. I haven't got a haircut in years. Look at this. So I need new
Saving my
eyebrows.
money.
Yeah, exactly. No, but as long as I could come in here and film some podcasts, I'm good. And if they take out a channel, I'll just make a new channel, Fit Nation Podcast channel, and we're not gonna stop regardless. So it is what it is. That's not ideal, but what are you gonna do? I wish everybody was on Rumble, but ain't nobody really on. I mean, people are on there, but let's be real, it's not comparable to YouTube. But it is what it is. What you got? What you eating over this, too?
Chicken and rice.
You can't beat that. I've been adding the butter into the rice instead of like coconut oil or whatever. I mean, whatever, almond butter, whatever people do. I've been doing butter just because I felt like, and it tastes good and it seems to digest well. So
yeah, I saw Brandon Barrow do that when I was in Texas. He's like talking about how good Kerrygold butter is.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, but I think I started seeing it from Hutchinson. The fucking he does the butter with the rice, the grass-fed butter. I don't do grass-fed. I don't care what the fuck they eat. I don't care if they eat fucking shit. I'm not. What's up, Joe?
Hey,
What's up, brother?
I just finished with a client. I was like, oh shit. Well, I'll jump on.
To be honest, I knew I had the podcast. The time I kind of lost the track of time a little bit. It kind of been happening lately, but we still on here.
Yeah, you're in dad mode.
How old is your dog, Joe? We never talked about dogs.
2. He's 2.
Oh, so he's still pretty young. Right? But I didn't realize he was that young.
Yeah, when I did the California in 2022, I was super fucking lonely during that prep. So I was like, I'll never do a prep alone again. I was like, I need a dog. And so I literally got him like a month or 2 after that show.
It's great for like mental health, right? It's
yeah,
like,
that's why.
Even if you're comfortable being alone, right? It's still like I think sometimes you can sit there and maybe go down a rabbit hole or overthink or maybe focus on the wrong things. Whereas when you have this dog, it doesn't seem to happen that way because you're focused. You have like a focus outside of the actual prep. If that makes sense,
Yeah, and then like sometimes like people aren't the best during a prep, but like the dog just shit. Like the dog just like chills with you, kind of what you want during a prep anyway. So it's like just knowing something's there it's enough.
Exactly. Well, yeah. Unlike people, the dog, the dog gonna love you more than they love themselves. First of all, and it's not gonna waver. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of good to have that kind of companionship from your dog. Sounds weird, but it's kind of cool.
No, I think anybody that has a dog knows exactly what you're talking about.
Exactly. So, Robin?
So, what's going on?
It's been a minute, Robin.
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah, man.
I feel like so much happened, bro. You had a good season there, Robin.
It was all right, man. I'm pretty happy with that.
Yeah. What was your highest placing?
Third. Yeah.
Which show was that?
Vancouver.
Oh, that was a good show too. That was a deep show.
Yep.
Yeah. Let me pull up some shit. When it comes to Robin, man, it's like I feel like you've probably heard this a lot, but I feel like you've been able to maximize everything you have to the T, which is literally all you can ask for in bodybuilding. And most of us are never able to really do that.
Yeah, that's the Milos way. Maximize, optimize,
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to do that, I guess.
But I also realize I don't really know I don't really know like your I don't know what to call it, like philosophy. I don't really know your style. Like if you have a good metabolism, do you get lean easy, the whole nine? I guess I never really talked to you about that. What does your preps look like as far as duration, how low your carbs get, all that good shit?
Man, I feel like I had to do more to get in shape when I was smaller. I feel like having more muscle now, like it's a little bit easier, sort of.
Mm.
The most I'll do for cardio is like 45 minutes, maybe maximize an hour if I'm really trying to push it. But then I also do like high intensity stuff. I don't know if we talked about that before, but I do like sprints, deadlifts as cardio sometimes, just
Damn,
as a
that's you.
change, because I'd rather do that than like long duration and do like 2 hours. I just don't want to do that.
Yeah.
And I don't know, man, like I feel like, yeah, I get in good condition. That's probably something that I've always had good genetically, and I do have obviously weaknesses too genetically. So it just kind of, you got the blessings, you got the curses, you got to work with what you got.
Facts.
Not mad about it. Like I'm pretty happy with everything, all things considered. It's like I got to this point, and we're gonna obviously keep pushing, man. Like, it's not done. I still want to get to the Olympia and do all that shit. But
Yeah.
just take it one day at a time, whatever it takes.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
guess. Yeah.
I gotta see this video of Robin doing sprints.
Bro.
Oh shit.
The last time I tried to sprint, I literally pulled both my hammies back to back. Boom, boom.
Exactly what I was thinking. In my head, I'm like, I'm gonna pop a hammy. Like in my head, I also like to believe that I could do the things I used to do, but the last few times I've tried, it wasn't very nice. It wasn't very pleasant. It was, but I swear there was one time, right? I used to do backflips, right? There was one time when I first started getting into training, and I was maybe like 240, just like a not fat, but like a soft, D-ball, young 240. And I was like, we came out of McDonald's, me and my boys. I'm like, yo, I bet you I could do a backflip right now in the parking lot. I do a backflip, I almost landed on my fucking neck, scraped up my elbows and knees. And and since that day, I've never backflipped again or tried anything athletic after that. I was like, okay, I think that time is gone. I don't got it in me anymore.
Too risky, man.
Shit.
Way too. But I do see some bodybuilders like, I mean, they're lighter, but like Joey Swole and some of them guys, or Tristan Esco, they can hit backflips, bro. Like
Yeah.
to this
They're all
day.
short, that's why.
That's true.
Nobody's hitting a backflip at 300 pounds. I don't know. Maybe Antoine, maybe Juju Mufu.
Oh, Antoine.
Juju's not 300, but I mean, he can do backflips. He's like 260 though. That's pretty damn impressive.
Hey,
I think Antoine stopped tricking because at some point it was just
come
like
on.
his ankles. Obviously, he was doing that stuff at like 300 pounds, but yeah, it just got to the point where he was getting hurt essentially.
Yeah, but Antoine has to be by far the biggest tricker of all time. Like that's like some of the shit he even way back when he was literally the first fitness YouTuber. A lot of people don't know that. You probably know that, but a lot of people don't know that. And some of the shit he used to do back then, even at fucking 230, bro, that shit is insane. Like shredded 230, and he's doing all this crazy shit. I used to watch that shit with him and Juji when Juji was like skinny. And I'm like, yo, this guy is insane. The fact that he's even trying that is crazy,
Yeah,
But
it's cool that they started that shit together like
way
a
back.
decade ago, and they continued to do it as they got bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
Right.
If Antoine never like took breaks, Antoine would have like 5 million followers by now. But he took a lot of huge breaks.
Do that shit on the stage.
Mm-hmm.
I think he did actually do something on stage, and then he ended up slipping. And he was like, "I'm never doing that again." Didn't get hurt, but he was like, "Holy fuck!"
Yeah.
It's not worth it. Again, like risk versus reward, right?
Facts. This is peeled, man. Yo,
I was peeled there, dude. Yeah, I was peeled.
When it comes to the last spread, what do you guys think there's benefits of? I think I've seen Stu do both. I've done both as well. Like digging your wrist, the back of your wrist into into your lower back instead, and it kind of it allows you to round over and give you like a denser look, and like it closes in the gap. But sometimes it makes you look a little more narrow. I think sometimes, so it's like, you know, I think you got to pick what works for your physique. But Rob, which one do you do, both, or you stick to the wrist?
I mean, now that you're saying that, I think like the one thing that I did start doing on my front lat spread was just pushing my hands into my waist more to create more of a V taper. And I think if I did that a little bit more on my back lat spread too, then that would also probably help just by pushing in, like kind of almost like where John's hands are, just pushing in more there, so you don't actually see like anything or like any waist around there, kind of a thing, right? I think maybe that would help. I don't know.
It looks like that's what John is doing. It's like John is pushing into his waist. Yeah, and it works. Like, you don't see shorter guys do that usually. But yeah, I've seen Stu do both. Which one do you prefer, Stu? Which one you felt like?
The way John's doing it this year, and I think it looks a lot better because it closes up all the air between your arm and your lat.
It does.
And it just looks way more filled out. Like, you don't actually take up any more space, but you just look larger because there's less. Because you're able to bring your arm in a little further.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Right here. You're doing it like that.
Right.
Yeah.
That
so
does look
you don't get that gap here. You know.
Yeah. And I used to have that, and what I'm doing is I'm like pushing this into my waist instead of the tips of my knuckles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's the only difference. Otherwise, it's exactly the same.
See, my thing, I'm kind of trapped because when I do it the old school way, where you just put your thumb on and you let your elbows flare, I feel like I look wider. But there's like a thicker look to the back. So sometimes, you know, when you're in prep, you start getting into your own head and you just keep changing shit. I can't tell which one I want to stick to. Let me see here.
I'm like the opposite. Like, once I do it a certain way, I don't want to change it.
Look at this one. So I'm doing it like the old school way with my thumb into it, but there's a lot of gap here, but also I see more lat width, but not that much thickness. When I close this gap, all of this shit, it makes my lat look lower and filled in. I don't know if I can find the one that I'm handed that way.
Look better with the other way, because like all you're doing is changing. You're really changing like the angle of your wrist from that to that, which brings your whole forearm in closer. You're not really moving the arm position anymore, just your forearm position.
Yeah.
Like going from there to there, and then you have all the
extra stuff
filled in.
I think I should go. Yeah, because this is way too much. I got long arms, bro. That's way too much space off season. Imagine pre-contest. It's gonna be way too much space. So, yeah, I'm probably fix that up.
Yeah, let me also. It's a good point, especially because you got longer arms. I think doing it like that, like what Stu said, would definitely close that gap.
It would.
Yeah, I think it would look more impressive.
Let me pull up. Zayd been putting in work, man.
Yeah, man. I've been seeing this,
and he don't put on no body fat though. It's like he's getting bigger, but like leaner. Like, he got the Christmas trees in. He got lines in his glutes. That's impressive, man.
230.
Those calves are great.
You just been up in the food. You got back in the gym and he's up to food, right?
Yeah. And I'm listening to what you told me in Texas. I have to start training a lot more heavier. So I'm making it a point to do heavy sets of 8s, as heavy as I can. You know, I
saw your training. Yeah. Well, you're strong though. That's the thing, because I noticed that in Texas, when I would be like, "Yo, let's go up," you can do the weight. I guess you were choosing to maybe focus more on, I don't know, contraction and tempo and stuff.
I mean, you're not gonna like my answer, but I don't try to train super hard when I'm out of my environment. That's how you get hurt. I know
you're
that.
Right. No, you're right.
But
you're right.
When I don't have to, remember, when I don't have to, I'm more, once I go home, I know what I need to do versus just to get a big ass weight when I'm on the road. I'm dehydrated. I'm fucking, with my food and body fat are low.
Yeah.
So I'll be more
You're
reserved in that sense,
It's like most of the debates we got into, you're actually right technically, but in bodybuilding, sometimes we're crazy, and the craziness sometimes can help us or it can take away from us. And I feel like me, Joe, and Paul, we're like doing the crazy shit, which might not always be smart. Like you were doing the logical shit, actually. Like you just said, if you're on the road, probably shouldn't be training hard, and then you see Joe and Paul having a full blown crazy leg day, and it's like, well, should you be training hard? But we can't help it sometimes. Like, it's hard, sometimes it's hard for some of us to like shut it down. I think they were going harder than us. Like I feel like you were trying to, let's take it easy on the road, and I was trying to, but I couldn't take it all. I was kind of in the middle, and you were like, yo, chill, and then they were kind of like all out, and it's like on the road, what's the best way? Maybe your way is probably the smartest way, if we're being honest. Like you shouldn't be. We're dehydrated, we're tired, we're bloated, we're eating junk food. Probably shouldn't be like going that crazy to begin with, but motherfucker, we bodybuilders, we can't help being a little fucked up sometimes,
But I do appreciate the differences between all of us. It's kind of nice to see how people do it differently. This is the last check-ins I did a few days ago. If you want to check it out, the one on the right.
This one,
right there. Yeah, this is my weakest pose. I'm trying to fix the front lat spread.
Well, it's a lot better, man. It's a lot better. I mean,
that gym is really good. If you've ever been down there to Society Gym, it's pretty cool.
No, I've never been. Hey, a lot of y'all probably don't know Zayd, a few years ago, but his arms, his upper body, he used to be like all legs, and he had really weak arms. And honestly, now, bro, like you look balanced. Obviously, your legs are still big, but I really don't see any weak body parts. Like, I think your arms look solid to me. Like, not even like it's not weak. The arms look good, right? Am I tripping? What do you guys think?
It took 10 years, bro.
I'm impressed by your waist, man. It's so tight for an off season.
Yeah, he doesn't really get sloppy.
I did have a little downfall, so I couldn't eat for a few weeks. I'm not gonna sit here and act like this is off-season condition. I did, have a little slip up, so my body got lean on its own. So now I'm trying to get huge again.
What's your weight?
Today is 230.
Okay, so that's like
Don't listen to him.
Yeah, Zayd holds he holds his weight very different. Let's just say that he looks a lot bigger than he weighs. Good shit, Zayd.
Up there. Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you. We're getting into the bigger weights, heavier calories. So by the Olympia, man, should be where I need to be.
What else we got? It's funny because on a podcast, I always forget we're athletes as well. But sometimes I forget to look into the people on the show. but we gonna look at it. Oh, you went back to the gym, right, Joe? The one Jan?
Yeah, it's super dope. The owner Ryan, super cool. He's very old school, so he lets the pros train for free.
Oh shit, bro! You know how much respect I have. So much respect for gym owners who still do that. Like that's old school, bro. You pro, come on in, man. Yeah, we got you, bro. Hook you up with some shirts and shit, huh?
All divisions.
I don't know.
I don't know if it's all divisions.
No, but we all fucked in, and we're about to pay the fee, right? But he comes up. He's like, don't let him in. He's like, just let him in. He's like, those guys are pros. And then he showed us around the gym and everything.
Boy, that's fucking fire. Stu got a point though. I guess if you do all divisions, you're probably gonna go bankrupt at this point because there's gonna be a lot of bikini pros and men's physique. But he saw you. I think you have to look like a pro. Let's say that. You gotta be like, okay, this guy's definitely a pro. Like you gotta be able to know before you say it, because it's gonna be a lot of motherfuckers in there for training for free. You know.
So me and Paul plan on going out there probably at least once a week for some body part because they have everything.
Yeah, I mean, looks like it. If you had to rank it for like the best gyms in I guess Cali, where would it rank around?
Right now, well, when I went to the gym in San Diego, that's pretty up there.
Oh yeah.
I would say right now between this one. So I would put Metroflex in there, but Metroflex is a little like dirtier.
different vibe, yeah.
Yeah, different vibe. So like all in one, like overall, I think that one and the gym in San Diego are up there.
Yeah. I mean, but these gyms are also so big and like spacious, so you have to like, even though like we like training at like Revival, Metroflex, like regularly, that's really comfortable for us. But like if we're talking about these super gyms, you have to rank the super gyms higher, even though it probably wouldn't be a place we would train at every day. It's still a better gym.
That's what I'm saying. If I want to drive out of my way 15 minutes to an hour just to train something, that says something about your gym.
Yeah, facts. Yeah. They have one in the what is it called? The one in Canada. What's it called again?
I mean, Pure Muscle is really the only one. There's really nothing else that's like even close to a super gym.
And you train there every single day?
Yeah, I live 5 minutes from Pure.
Damn, I've never had the privilege to be that close to like one of these super gyms. You know, not that I need it. I just need some good equipment. I need like an old school gym at least. You know, I just need somewhere with something.
Yeah, I just hated being in traffic, like driving to the gym 30 minutes. I hated that. I didn't want to do it anymore, so I just moved closer.
Yeah, smart. Literally, like the closest gym I go to is about 40 minutes. I don't go to any. There's no gyms that you know I personally want to work out at that's anywhere within less than 8 miles from me.
That's trying to find a place right now down in Texas, and Megan's simultaneously trying to find a job. So we're trying to find a place that's like not too far from the gyms and not too far from where she's gonna work, and like not in a fucking ghetto. And
you don't want that.
I don't really know the area all that good, so it's a hassle.
Make sure.
I was gonna say, just reach out to people like in the area, man, and like just.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I did. I talked to a couple of my friends. They said to avoid Garland because it's a shithole. I think
that's what I mean. Like you'd have no idea otherwise.
Yeah, because like I was looking at houses during, I was like, man, they're pretty affordable here.
Well, of course.
Wonder why. So I asked, like, yeah, Garland's a fucking ghetto, so don't go there.
Shout out to anybody watching from Garland.
Yeah.
Big ups, Garland. You know, sometimes when you live in a shithole long enough, you don't realize it's a shithole.
Yeah, bro. I honestly don't even really care for myself, right? Like, but Megan's not gonna like it. She's got more expensive taste than me, so.
You know, but eventually you become bougie. I remember early on when I first moved to LA and we were in the ghetto, and I mean it wasn't nice, but as long as I'm making money, I'm good. So once I actually started making money, I'm like, I'm cool. I can live here. And she needed to get the fuck out. But as we moved to nicer neighborhoods, now I look back and I'm like, this shit is ghetto. I can't live here. Now, I'm getting bougie now. Now I'm like, fuck this. Like, I can't be around here. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, your taste does change.
The only thing I'm worried about is standards. Like, fucking, my car getting broken into or something, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if someone breaks into my house, like, that's their problem.
In Texas, really
yeah. It's a pain, man. Trying to play this fucking apartment game again. Did I mention I hate moving? Because I hate moving.
Yeah. Who doesn't?
Yeah. Well, the issue is in Cali, your car gets broken into in any neighborhood. You know, if you live in Calabasas, you still get your car broken into, unfortunately. So that actually, my car didn't get broken into when I was in the ghetto because you're in the ghetto, so they they don't want to rob ghetto people. They want to rob people who have some money. So the people from the ghetto come here to rob the people who they think have money. Little do they know, I barely just made it out the ghetto, and you robbing my fucking car. You know, I'm one of you, bro. You know, calm down, bro.
Yeah, that's a good concept.
Yeah, it's a crazy concept. All right, is there anything actually going on in the world of bodybuilding?
I think Rubiel dropped out from the Italy Pro.
I'm so shocked.
I heard is Patrick Moore doing the England show?
Yeah,
UK, yeah.
Somebody told me that.
You know, but I don't know what to make of Patrick because the potential is there. If he's on point, I mean, he'll do well if he's on point. It's just that I feel like there's so many times that he hasn't been on point that it's hard to really have any opinion whatsoever. You know, like imagine trying to guess, like, oh, well, how do you think he's gonna do? I have no idea. You know, I don't know. He doesn't compete super often, and when he does, it kind of seems like a similar package.
Well, what was his last show? I don't even remember.
Chicago last year.
Okay, so that's pretty recent.
Now, I will say, since he's been with, he's repping this brand hard. But
how did he place the Chicago Pro?
Not that bad, actually, right?
I think he got 5th.
I mean, that's not bad. The lineup was decent.
Pull up the pictures.
I don't even know where to go to pull up the pictures these days. Damn, he doesn't post stage pics, does he? Okay, well, this is the biggest he's been off season, so that's a good sign. You know, I remember I saw a video of him. This was years ago when he was like, after he did really well at the Olympia, and it was a red flag. He was like, yeah, no matter how much I eat, you know, I can't get over 260. So, you know, there's no point in really pushing it. Once he said that, I thought, oh, it's over. You telling me you can't? Of course you get it. Anybody can gain weight. You just have to be willing to eat the food or take up the GH. I don't fucking know, you know. But once you tell yourself I can't do something, it's over. Imagine Stu being like, oh, that's it. I just can't. I can't get any bigger. Just that's it. I'm gonna just stay here. Like that would never cross our minds. You know. Of course you can. You know, it might be very uncomfortable, but you better be able to. You know, that's not a good sign.
I agree.
I don't think that would ever come out of any of our mouths. I can't.
Oh, sorry. I literally just put up a post saying something like that about manifesting isn't necessarily like making something happen just by speaking it, but manifesting is the belief. You have to believe in yourself. You manifest it by having such a belief in yourself that you're actually going to do the things it takes to get there.
Yeah.
So, like, it starts with believing that you can. But if you don't believe in yourself, like, it's pointless.
I mean, 100%. I mean, like some people, maybe if you don't believe it, maybe you have to even fake it. But I think a lot of us, I don't think we're faking it. I think a lot of us believe that we can get it done regardless, right? I think all of us here, like if you give us a task, I don't think there's any task you can give us that we're going to be like, oh, I can't get it done. I feel like we're going to be like, yes, we can get it done.
Swim a mile.
I mean, listen.
What I thought, Eddie, shut up.
Okay,
you can believe in yourself at the bottom of a fucking lake. What?
Yes, but what it is that I'm never gonna not try. You know, like I went to pose with Joe and Paul, and they asked me like how long you think you can go, whatever, and I'm like, I'll go all day, baby. Let's go. I can't fucking go all day, but I'm gonna pose until I drop. Like I'm not gonna say, yo, guy, that's enough. I'm gonna let them pose me until I physically can't move anymore. That's just the way I think, you know. And if I drop, then I drop. but I'm not gonna be like, oh, guys, there's a couple minutes. I don't think so. I'm not gonna say shit. I don't care if I'm out of breath. I'm gonna go until I physically drop. That's the only way I know how.
Like whenever, like, say for example, I'm gonna go for a top set, and Paul will ask me, "How many you going for?" I'll say, "I don't know," because if I give it a number, I'm gonna limit myself to that number.
Exactly.
Like, it's psychological that the body responds to, because you almost allow yourself to like fail at whatever rep range you gave yourself, because that's why you gave yourself the idea of you can do. You gotta be realistic, right? There's like a range, right?
Yeah, I mean, but
like, if I say I'm gonna do 10, I'm just gonna put it out there, and then most likely by saying it, I'm gonna end up fucking doing that. If you like, it can work to your benefit too. So say like, remember when I did that true squat or whatever, and I had the 5 plates on there?
That's heavy.
And I never said what number I was gonna do. In my head though, I was like, I think I can get 15, because 10 would be hard, but I think if I fucking really grind it out, I can get 15.
Did you get 15? You got 15 from that true squat?
Yeah, but do you see how fucking hard those last like 2 reps were? But like, if I would have said 10, I would have stopped at 10.
Hey, you don't gotta tell me, bro. 2 plates on that true squat felt like a 10 plate hack squat. You know, I mean, at least for me, I mean, granted, I'm not used to that movement, but that shit is heavy, motherfucker. You know,
I've done that. Last week was the first time I touched that.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. My point is, you have to have a certain pride about you. Let's say you don't get past 260. Let's say you just force feed and you still don't. But I think you have to have a certain pride about you that you can't back down from a challenge, right? Oh, speaking of that leg day, bro, y'all probably have no idea how shitty I felt that day, because I didn't want y'all to know. We came to train legs. I don't want to be like, oh my God. So I just act like I'm just good, you know?
Honestly, I can tell. It was your facial expression.
I was fucked up, yeah. But, you know, if you're having trouble sleeping and recovering, the last thing you should be doing is working out with Joe and Paul. But I kind of want to, you know? I just want to do it. Fuck it. You live once, YOLO.
Well, that's the thing, you know? Like, you did it, right? You were able to do it.
Yeah, barely, but fuck it, you know. So yeah, my whole point is that I feel like you want to have a certain pride about you that you just got to figure out how to get it done. Especially in this sport, man. This sport, mind is everything, you know. I guess on the other side of it, you also have to know when you have to know your limits to a point as well. You know,
I think having pride in this sport will completely break you mentally eventually.
You think so?
Like, yeah. I mean, you just run into people eventually that you cannot beat on any day of the week ever. You know, that's just what it is.
Andrew in Texas.
Proud about that. I mean, you can be proud of your efforts, proud of the work that you've done, of the progress you've made.
Yeah.
Right. But like, don't set those unrealistic expectations of yourself to like, you'll set yourself up for mental failure.
I can see that. Yeah. Stu's way of thinking is I think different from us on a podcast,
it's really pragmatic. It's like, because I am proud of the progress I've made and the work that I've done, but I'm never going to put out there that I'm going to do X, Y, or Z, because I don't have a crystal ball, dude.
Yeah.
And you're just setting yourself up for, you know, attacks from people if you fail to do that. And maybe that makes me a coward, but I mean, it's just not how I operate, man.
I think your way of thinking works for you, because you know your personality and you know how your brain works. I think it works for you. It keeps you calmer, and I think for you, if you put certain expectations, I think it might hurt you, because you might get into your head or just not feel, you know, right? Am I right?
Well, yeah, it's not like putting that pressure on myself might be productive and it might work, but also like I'm gonna do what I need to do regardless, you know.
Yeah.
And I don't think having that proud mindset, or whatever you want to call it, is necessarily gonna make me get there faster.
Yeah.
So just you keep on doing what you're doing. If it's gonna happen, it'll happen.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know for Zayd and Robin, but I feel like me and Joe, I feel like we like having like really big expectations that almost too big, and then we try to meet it. But also if we fail, let's say, it bothers us on the inside, but it doesn't like crush us. It's not like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know.
So for me, if I would explain it myself, I'm huge on like shooting for the stars, landing on the moon. Right? You want the goal to be so big, it seems impossible to obtain because
scary. Yeah.
If I didn't have that, then why the hell would I even push myself to a certain point? If like I put like not being delusional about it, right? But if I like
don't be delusional. That's
much out of myself. If I expect so much out of myself, it's even like crazier, like sounding to me than anybody else. It's like, okay, well, if I do fail, I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep going. And then at the end of it all, say I don't make it to where I thought I could, because I had that driving factor to, in my own head, believe that I could, I will get the most out of myself regardless. So even if I fall short, I will still become the best version of whatever the fuck I tried to be, and I'll be all right with it.
Yeah, I'm the same way, man. Honestly, like you said with the shooting for the moon, landing on the stars, like I've been saying that since I was 7 years old, just because it was on a bookmark my dad gave me. So it's just one of those things. It's just a mindset, whatever works for you. You know, I think it's one thing to tell people what you're going to do. Like, you know, you guys probably all know people. They're like, I want to go pro. I want to do this. I want to do that. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And you know, that's all bullshit. But when people say like, I am, you know, I am a champion, or I am this versus I'm going to this, you know, this is pretty much how I think a mindset gets built. And just those things that you tell yourself, whether you tell yourself negative things, like, you know, not to use an example, Stu, but being like mediocre. Like if you were to tell yourself every day I'm mediocre, it's
mediocre is not negative. It is average.
Neutral.
Mid,
It's pretty neutral. Yeah.
Like a middling level bodybuilder.
But let's say someone who's not like a great bodybuilder like yourself, let's just say it's like an average Joe. If they were just telling themselves all the time, I'm average, they're just going to stay like that, right? In my opinion, they're just training themselves to be the same. As opposed to someone who is like, I am a champion, I am taking life into my own hands, like this kind of shit, right? Like it's going to help them get better. If they're just an average person, thinking a different way can change the way their forward trajectory in life could go if they carry it through. If you tell yourself that once or twice, it's not going to make a difference. But first thing you tell yourself in the morning, I mean, it is pretty important. If you tell yourself like, oh, I'm a piece of shit, I'm fucking tired, fuck this day, everything sucks ass. Like it's going to take you a while to kind of swing out of that. And I'm not like this, but there are people that wake up and they just start their days great. I don't ever start my day like that. I don't wake up and feel great. But I try to not look at the things that are bad. I'm just like, hey, man, what's good about today? What am I going to do that's going to be better for me? That's all you can do. Just build your mindset off that kind of shit, you know?
Yeah, Stu has a very different outlook from there, huh?
I kind of agree with Stu. I'm the same way. For me, it's like levels. I don't think about the next level until I achieve this level, you know, and I build my goals as I go along. Plus, I'm more realistic with myself because, you know, I understand I'm not the Phil Heath of this fucking sport. So I can't think the same way he does, you know. Some of us need to lose 20 shows to win one show. And some of us fucking jump into USAs and you know, just slam the whole thing right there from the first try. But that doesn't happen very often, you know.
No, it doesn't.
One thing I will say too is, you know, for the average Joe or someone that's just getting started out, I don't think that they should just start saying like, I want to be a 25-time Mr. Olympia. I don't think that's going to help them because, like you said, there are levels to it. I think they should just be like, hey, man, I'm the winner of this regional show. This is my goal. just start there and just be the champion of that show. Be like, hey, I'm the most conditioned athlete on this stage. I'm the most disciplined athlete on this stage. Those are things you can be proud of, regardless of then if you didn't even get the placing you wanted, you knew that you adhered to these things that create a champion, essentially, right? Like I was the most disciplined. Like then you did your job. You didn't fuck up, didn't cheat on your diet, all this kind of shit, right? That's where you feel good. Like doing that stuff that's what makes you feel proud of yourself. Like, wow, I didn't break even when I, thought I was going to, and that kind of shit. Kind of like what you were saying, Joe. It's like if you do set a rep range of a weight that you've never done before and you do hit it, you're like, fuck yeah, that feels fucking great. Right.
Well, now all that being said, right, even though we're preaching the confidence, if we're being realistic in this sport in particular, I think there's a lot more people who are overly confident and delusional.
You still need to be realistic, man. Don't get me wrong. When I say shoot for the moon, that's what I'm saying. Like, don't be delusional. Like, take it one step at a time, Hey, before you hit 200 pounds, make 200 pounds your fucking goal. Then make 220 and then 240. That kind of thing. That kind of progressive thinking, right?
That's why I like that saying, because shooting for the stars and landing on the moon, that means you didn't make it to the stars. That means you just got to the place where you could go, even though the aim was higher. So you're not delusional. You're setting a goal that's, again, scary to obtain, and you may not get it, but you'll still get the most. You'll get to the best part of whatever you could.
That's like astrology chicks. Talking about the stars and the moon.
Well, some people have no perspective and they can't read the room. Joe was confident he was going to win the USA's, but he's reading the room because his Compton doesn't beat BSU. If Compton's telling you can do it, probably can do it. Paul, I know Paul. Paul doesn't go BSU, and then I'm his competitor. And when I saw him, I'm like, okay, he's gonna win the show. So think about that. So I mean, you're reading.
But think about this too, Beatty. Like you guys told me I should do USA's the year I won the Cal, and I said,
that's true, yeah.
But I won't win it. I told you I wouldn't win it. I was like, I may get my pro card, but I don't want May to be a thing. I want to win my pro card, and I want to win the whole show. And I said that'll be possible in my head if I had a little more time.
Yeah.
But I would have lost the Stu. I would have that year, and I wouldn't have been okay with that because I would have said. But I gave myself a chance. But I knew I wasn't delusional. I knew what I looked like at the time I wouldn't win a show like that.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, that's At that time, I thought you were crazy because honestly, that California look, it's a different look, but it's a crazy look. Like for that heavyweight look, ain't no heavyweight beating that. You know what I'm saying? But it was a hell of a look. It was just different. Now Stu was really fucking big at that USA, so the size would have been overwhelming. But that was a really fucking good look.
I mean, the next weekend, I went and got my ass kicked in Tampa. So like, and I
perspective.
I was like, yeah, perspective is real important, and I've been getting my ass kicked ever since then. So, after having lost for like 2.5 years straight, it's hard to sit here and be like, setting,
but believe in yourself.
Myself, like I have a plan to try and get out of this, but that I don't know. I've never been one to buy into the high and mighty stuff. It just I wasn't in that mindset going into the USA's or like anything, man. It's just not how I operate. I
couldn't really read you. Like I gotta be honest, you didn't look that excited when you won. You didn't look like super excited when you won. I couldn't tell if you knew you were gonna win or if you were like in shock or surprised. You didn't. You wasn't
expecting to win.
Is that what it was?
Well, because the prejudging the finals were like so far apart. Remember, it was like 36 hours apart. So like,
it was stupid. Like with all due respect, that's stupid. Why the fuck would it be that far apart?
That's how Toronto was when I won too. It was the next day.
Really?
That's insane.
Yeah,
Wow.
dude. Yeah,
that's insane.
Oh,
That's a silly way to run a show, but like,
Very
I sat in my hotel for a day and a half waiting for finals, pretty confident that I won the Super. So like, I don't know. I wasn't super excited by then. I kind of knew what was going on, but
Oh, okay, good point. But I didn't think about that. So the high already went
I was
down.
pretty confident that I could beat Austin in the heavies. So
Yeah, I think everybody was. Let's go,
Except
baby.
That was a nice moment.
I guess I didn't think about that. Like, if it was something that it was so like super close and you didn't know who was gonna win, you probably would be more excited. But if you had 36 hours to digest this shit, by the time you get up there, you're kind of like, thank you.
the time I was up there, I was like, let's get the fuck out of here. Like, I want to go eat with my family, you know?
Yeah. I didn't consider.
We went to this sushi place, like an all-you-can-eat place. We got there at like 11:30, and I was fucking falling asleep in the booth by the time the food came. I was like, dude, I can't do this. I had my whole family there. They were all happy to see me, and I was just like zonked out. I felt so bad.
For me, my USA win, I remember like because I had the same gap of time, right, all that time. But for me, since I put that pressure on me that I was gonna win the whole show, like staying at the Beatty and stuff. I remember I was like when I was like still like in that like moment where I'm like, fuck, this actually happened. I was like, hey, I talked about this when I saw it like about to happen. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah. You didn't look super excited, but it looked more like you needed some time to soak it in. Like it happened so fast that you needed a moment to, right? Would that be
well,
accurate?
what went to my mind was I think I talked about this in the last podcast I was on. Think about everything that built up to that point that I went through in those last few years to make this happen. I really fucking did that. Like that's what was on my mind. So it was like all these emotions to where it didn't come out the way you would think. Like it was just like all internal. This really fucking happened through all that shit.
When I would see somebody, like I'm talking about maybe like, I don't know, 10 years ago, I would see somebody win their card and then they would start crying, right? And in my head, I'm like I think a pro card is great, but you really want to cry after it? Is it that? But then now I understand that it's not the card, it's what the fuck you went through to get to that point.
True.
You know,
we're not just talking about prep. It's the life behind the prep.
Exactly.
It's not the suffering of the prep. It has nothing to do with prep.
No. So it's not about this piece of paper. It's literally about you having, like you just said, like you running through, like I literally fucking went through all these bad relationships or failed relationships, and I fucking had to put everything on my credit card, and I lost my job, and so that's bringing emotions that you really had to go through all of it
right now.
yeah. So now I get it, because in my mind I'm like, that's what I would be thinking. Like, holy fuck, it's been a long road for you know for this moment. So it's like, obviously you want to be a pro, like you want the pro card, but the emotions is more so of, yo, this was a lot more sacrifice than you ever thought it would be when you started this journey. You knew it would be hard, but you didn't realize the amount of sacrifice it would take. And I think that's what brings the emotions out of most people. You know, even Olympia, you know.
Yeah, such a good point though, because I feel like there's a lot of people that want to compete, they want to be a pro, but they don't want to go through that process of actually having the trials and tribulations and the challenges that make you feel fucked up and feel like you want to quit, and like where you actually feel like, what the fuck, man? Like, what am I even doing this for? But then you overcome it and you get through it. Like you were saying, those are all the feelings that come through. I mean, a lot of people just want the card. They're like, I want this thing. Like, what does that even mean? Do you even know what that's going to feel like? Do you have any idea what that's going to feel like? Because it's going to be a lot worse than it is good, and it's only good at the very end, and that's an if, right? Because a lot of the times, like especially where we are now, it's like trying to win a pro card. Like Stu was saying, it's like 2 years, 3 years, you don't win. It's like, okay, well, let's just do it again, you know? what else are you going to do? I mean, that's kind of, and then when you finally do get it, you're like, man, every year I thought about quitting and I just didn't. And that kind of shit, that's what comes to the surface.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I find it interesting though, because you brought up some people cry right away. Like as soon as their name's announced, they're like on their knees. Right. And some people, they have almost like no expression, like you were saying with Joe or with Stu, or lesser expression. I feel like I was that way too. I didn't really have that much of an emotional release until like maybe way later. It wasn't right away like that. So
no, I thought that I was gonna get that emotional release eventually, maybe like driving back to Phoenix after the show or something. It's been what, 2 years now, it still hasn't happened.
Really?
Because and like it's not a competition or anything, but like my life was a bit of a mess before that show. You know, I moved across the country, had some, you know, personal life was a bit of a mess, and like I was stressed out and was like, man, I gotta do this, and I think I'll feel better afterwards, and I'll finally be able to like release a little bit. It just, I don't know, it just never happened.
Damn.
So
it's still bottled up in there somewhere. You gotta
I
go.
guess so, man. I guess
gotta go
so.
pop it.
I'll probably take it out on my kids in like 20 years.
So,
damn, dude, you gotta do some ayahuasca or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
you
gotta purge it.
Occurred to me, maybe I need to like have some wild trip, and that's gonna change my mindset. Be fucking shooting for the moon and the stars and Jupiter and shit. And
you gotta try. You get that out of you, man.
I gotta be honest. Like this is like we're talking about our mindsets and everything, right? This is my mindset. It's kind of been like this for most of my life. I don't particularly like it, but I can't see any rational argument to make me change, you know, because I think I'd be a happier person if I did kind of like have hopes and dreams, you know, more so like you guys are talking about. But I don't know. That's just not how I am, and I can't see any obvious way besides shitloads of psychedelics maybe to change.
No, and I don't even think that's what you need, man. Like I'm just joking around. Obviously, I don't think you need to change it whatsoever because it's working for you, right? It's like you were saying, like you think you could be happier, but you know, I feel like I could be happier, and I feel like I have a positive mindset. But just because you feel like you have a positive mindset doesn't mean shit. When shit gets hard, you still can feel like shit, and you know, like I said, you still wake up and it could be a bad day. I don't think necessarily it's like gonna be revolutionary to be like, oh, this whole set shift, you know, is gonna change me. But you just whatever gets you, you know, to wake up in the morning, man, and whatever, you know, helps you go to bed at night, and you know, helps you get through your life in the best way that you can. Like if you only have one life, or like this is the way I like living it, then fucking just do that. You know, don't let. Why would you let anybody else?
Bodybuilding can do that entirely for me. I used to, a few years ago, I thought it could. Like this is my purpose. This is what brings me meaning in life. You know, being successful in this sport or just doing the sport, right? But you know, now that I've gotten further into it, I've kind of seen how the sausage is made at various levels. I'm like, dang, is this really that meaningful? And I guess I'm struggling with that. This is my job now, right? It's not like I'm not going to show up to work. I'm not going to stop bodybuilding. But you know, you kind of think about what you're doing more as you get further into it. And maybe if I win a show, all those doubts will go away. But maybe not.
I was gonna say once you get to the bro, I think you'll have that moment. It's all gonna hit
one
you hard.
W. That's all you need to make yourself happy. Yeah.
That's the game changer right there.
I'm wise enough to know that that's not true. And I think I need to do something more meaningful with my life besides just competing and bodybuilding and stuff.
Yeah, dude. I think the only way, in my opinion, is to find meaning like that is to like somehow give back to people. Like it's the only way. I feel like no matter how many accolades and titles you have, I feel like we would all still want more. Like it wouldn't be enough. You know what I mean?
Give them t-shirts, dude.
Start there, man. Yeah, do a giveaway.
But
Yeah.
Well, the thing with Stu's mindset, it comes off some type of way, I guess, but it's like he's extremely driven. You don't do this shit without that. So there's ambition and drive somewhere within there.
But I'm also like, this is also the only lifestyle that I've known for the last 6 or 7 years, right?
Yeah.
So
automatic.
I don't know anything else that I could be doing, honestly. So yeah, I guess I'm driven, but I might not be as driven as you guys, at least mentally speaking.
But that's the thing. Like, see, look how far you've gone, and then like you said last 2 years losing, right? But you're still doing it. But there's no party that has come close to stopping. I mean, from what we see, so there's a drive there that is going.
I definitely want to keep bodybuilding for sure. Like, it doesn't have the youthful naivete that it did.
Oh man,
5 years ago, where I was like,
that's the best part. But that's the best.
Super excited every time I thought about the sport.
Bro,
it's a little more pedestrian now, and that's fine. But
that's the funnest part of the sport. I have a client who's I think he's 19 or 20, and it's I know he's got to be older by now. Maybe 20, 21, something like that. But either way, the excitement, I love it. Like, okay, is that what's next? So how everything will be? I'm like, I don't know, bro. Let's see. D-ball, whoa, is that gonna make me like big? And he's so excited, and it's refreshing to see, because I could remember when I felt like that, and it's fun. You're testing your body. Your body's doing new things. Bro, I really like how I look, and thank you so much. And it's a good feeling to see that, because we were there once, and it was all fun. It was just a hobby that was fun. There was no pressure. It's usually self-pressure. I don't care about other people's pressure, but your own pressure wasn't even there. You were just enjoying every part of the process. Eat a bunch of food. Yeah, let's eat a lot of food. Fucking diet down, see new lines. I didn't even think that far. Like, oh, I'm hungry. Yo, I'm so full. You're so young, and like, you don't care. I wasn't complaining about the food. I just ate the fucking food. I didn't even notice I was hungry, because I was having so much fun, just doing it. So that part will never come back, probably, because it becomes, I'm not a pro, but I make money from the sport, so I still feel my own pressure on myself sometimes, so it's just different.
I think you can kind of get that back, because I kind of feel like that every time I go to Texas and I train with my friends down there, and I'm in that environment.
I'm gonna say having Paul helps a lot. Like, I get excited as fuck to train. Like, even like
around your people, it's huge.
Yeah, it's just like, that's all it is. Like, when I came up, it was me and my friends, and then I just kind of ventured off on my own. But having those people around you, like Stu said, that's a fucking that. And then how exciting is it when you go into a new gym? So like, just traveling to different gyms and shit. Like, I love it, man. Like, I still have that kid drive with the pressure, but that pressure is exciting, because like, it makes me know that I'm going to come in better. Like, I still have a higher ceiling, especially where I'm at. But like, because I'm still somewhat fresh in this, so like, I'm excited.
You're still pretty new, but also the way you and Paul do it, going to all these like nice ass new gyms with new environments, and people see y'all, and they're like, "Whoa, look at these guys!" That is exciting. That is exciting.
And then even, honestly, bro, Andy helps a lot too. Just having a camera on us almost like makes you work harder. It's fucking stupid, but the reality of it is like, you want to look good for the fucking camera.
That's so true, man. Like, up here in Washington, like, it's basically just me, right? And like, not having any of your peers around you, or a camera, if that's what it is, to like keep you accountable a little bit.
Documented too.
I'd say I still train hard, but it's like at 8.5 instead of a 9.5. Because when I get to Texas, it's like a 9.5, and I go home and I feel like shit. Just beat the hell out of myself, like in a good way, right? Mm-hmm. So I listen. Point here is, everybody, including you, Robin, we're going to Dallas within the next year.
We're working on
and
it.
we're gonna make this community thing.
I can't lie.
Yeah, 100%.
When we were in Dallas that week, I felt like I was 21. I felt like I was 21.
Bro,
Oh, dude,
me too.
there's shit going on.
Yeah,
We're just hanging out with our friends, eating, like meeting up places.
Oh, smoking weed with Zayd. At this point, Zayd's like Snoop Dogg. Like, if you smoke weed with Zayd, it's like a fucking. It's an event. I get to smoke weed with Zayd.
Bro, we were even dining on the fly. We just had like a bunch of shit that we would just put together. Like, yeah, that looks about right.
Yeah, oh, yeah. It's like 8 ounces. I'm like, yeah, it's about okay. It's like 8 ounces of rice. What's that?
Bagels and peanut butter and shit. Okay, that works.
I'm learning, digestive shit from Paul. He's older than me, so he has to take care of himself. I'm like, what's that? Betaine HCl. Now I take Betaine HCl. You know what I'm saying?
Juice cleanse.
I added it in too.
You added it too. That shit helps, bro. I stopped burping and all that weird shit that's going on. So it's just that was really fun. So imagine that being like a everyday thing. Because if we're there, it's all of us. So if I want to work out with Stu, I can work out with Stu. Work out with Jordan or fucking anybody. So imagine every day you have these choices. I could go work out with fucking Brian Dobson. Yep, come on, buddy. That's so cool, bro. That's so fucking cool. So I think that's something we really have to do, man. I don't know what the timeline is for all of us.
To Texas.
Huh? Yeah, man. We're gonna open up a fucking we'd open up a Fit Nation gym in Texas. We got
send in Stu. Stu's the scout. He's gonna scout out the areas, and he'll let us know where to live, and then we'll just move in one by one.
Not the ghetto. He's gonna keep us out the ghetto. Garland. What do you say?
If we all lived in the ghetto together, I think we'd.
We're good. I think so too.
We would be the muscle, keeping each other safe.
Yeah, we definitely would be.
The game ghetto.
cheap rent, cheap rent.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Get on the Section 8.
Oh, that's man.
Funny. Yeah.
That was a good combo.
I gotta head off. I got the Canadian podcast coming up.
Well, everybody go watch Robin's Canadian Beef podcast after you're done watching us.
Yeah.
And subscribe.
Yeah.
Really good podcast. Really good podcast. Go sub ASAP.
Much more organized than this shit.
I was going to say very much more professional.
Absolutely not. We don't even have thumbnails, dude. We don't even have thumbnails.
He has a doctorate in podcasting.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, Rob.
All right, boys. I'll talk to you soon.
Okay.
Peace out, bro.
Peace, guys. Good to see you.
All right. Y'all want to do some questions?
Yeah.
We take a piss.
Oh, did I send a link to Brett? Holy fuck! I hope I did.
You did.
Okay, yeah. So it's not my fault. He got a link. he probably got a client or something working.
Hey, before I forget, matey, so this week we're training legs Thursday tomorrow.
Okay.
And then next week I think we're actually going to train legs at one gen on Wednesday though.
Okay, well let me see. But you said this week legs are on what?
Tomorrow.
Okay.
Because Paul wants to go to San Diego and try out the gym. He wants to get arms out there.
Okay, what gym y'all training legs?
Tomorrow?
Mm-hmm.
Metroplex.
What time?
Well, probably around 6.
Okay, I bet. And you said one gen next week?
On Wednesday, yeah, we're gonna film it too.
What you training Wednesday?
What am I training Wednesday? Legs. Because I'm going on a cruise next week.
Okay.
So we're gonna get legs out of the way by Wednesday because I leave Thursday.
Okay. Well, I definitely gotta go to one gen. But the time is the only thing. Like, could y'all do late or early?
We could do late as long as it's not crazy late. Like What you want to meet there? Like what time? Like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock?
I think 8 should work. Last time I checked, I think it drops here. Like I think 8. I'll probably check after the podcast, but 8 should work. Like 8 or maybe 8:30. But
I mean, we plan on going once a week at least for right now. So if you want to just catch the following week,
yeah,
then I can just set you up with that. So it won't be. It doesn't have to be on a Wednesday. Friday night's probably the best time to train legs there, if anything. So I'll just tell Paul to postpone this.
Okay, yeah, it works either way because I'm training 4 days a week now. So if I move something up or down, it's not a big deal, right? Because I have 3 days off now, so
Okay.
I could always move things up and down. I'm training with Janicki Friday. We got to get. I don't know how much of us can work out together, but I think could we do 4 people, or would that be crazy?
No, we can do 4 people. We literally just trained 4 people. It was me, Paul, and the 2 girls.
Okay. Well, we'll set that up. I'm
We
not
just
sure
did 4 people on leg day, remember? On Friday.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, I fucking needed all that rest though. I needed all that time.
Oh, that was awesome. I'm not gonna lie, for leg day, that was dope as fuck.
I needed all that shit, And my cardio, bro, is shit, bro. Honestly, I haven't been doing cardio. I've been counting my dog walks as cardio, and I'm out of breath walking my dog. But this is sad, bro. This is sad. So I definitely got to throw back in cardio. I'm like useless. If I get into a fight, it's over. It's over for me. All right. You got some questions?
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, that show was clickbait for the last episode. Toby was on for like 2 minutes, and I got him in on the thumbnail like he was, I know. So they're gonna be watching like, where the fuck, where's he at? Nigerian time. Okay. I think I'm gonna pull this guy up. We haven't done this for a while. He asked, so we gotta. It's on him. This guy says, "Do you guys, huh?"
Roast my physique?
No. He said, "Do you guys think I can be competitive at the NPC Nationals this year in the welter or middles?" Let's see, Justin. Okay. Do I follow him? Oh, I follow him. Oh, I know this guy. This is the teenager. Hold on. Well, he's kind of young, but let's see what he's looking like. Does he mean open nationals? I mean, you young, bro.
He won Teen Nats.
Yeah, but how does he look now is the thing, because he's gonna have to be bigger for sure. Well, I mean, in the middle, well, you gotta be denser. But he if he's in the middles, I don't know how he looks at it. This think these are old, so I can't really tell you, Justin. But with your structure and conditioning, I'm assuming you've been adding muscle. So possibly, I just got to see how you look now.
How tall is he?
Oh, this is now. I don't think he's very tall.
Yeah, but like, is he 5'7" or is he 5'3"?
Yeah, that's going to be hard to tell. So if this is now, this is straight out of bed, time to get peeled. I think you're still going to need more tissue. Like the legs are there. I think you're going to need more tissue in the upper body. Would you guys agree?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the proportions are there. Obviously, everything is there. But I mean, you're a teenager, or you were a teenager not too long ago. So it just takes time, man. There's no rush.
Competitive though, like he could be a first call out guy if he shows up in shape like he did at Teen Nats.
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Like, he's there's a lot of people at nationals, but the depth is questionable sometimes. If he's going to be a lightweight or a welterweight, maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know. Like the guy who won lightweights last year is like probably 5'4". Chris Redaley.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Yeah, he could be competitive. He could be like a first call out guy. He's not a lock for a win though. Just he's not dense enough yet, which is fine. He's fucking 19 or something. Like
Yeah,
20.
I mean, it's pretty evident that he's probably gonna win it at some point. You know,
Yeah, but
it's
like
just
there's
it's
nothing wrong with getting your feet wet.
yeah, and like maybe win like an open overall show. I don't know if he has yet, but like to try to aim for like the biggest state show and try to win the overall in your biggest state show. And then once you do that, you should be
Northeast guy.
yeah. Once you do that, you should be also like you said, like he has like a certain polish to his look that he's gonna stand out. The condition and the tan and the skin is perfect. Very young, youthful looking. You know, that look stands out. So he's gonna be in the first call out probably every single show he does, you know. Okay.
Yeah, he gets speed.
What's your hobby outside of
If he's 20, I think he won that show. He's won Team Nats at 19, so he's probably 20 because that was like a year ago now. You know, maybe you don't get a card until you're 22, but if you're like competing in the light heavies, you know, and that's where you win your card, then you can go like straight into the pros, you know?
Yeah.
So I think there's something to be said for like trying to compete and win your card at the highest weight class possible because you know you can go straight into pro shows after there and be relevant. If you turn pro at 154 or 165 or something, like no one cares for at least 3 or 4 more years until you get up close to 200 in the 212 division, right?
Yeah, but it's like I feel like nobody wants to do that. It seems like people want to get it and then wait a couple of years. But the truth is that I think it would keep your name more relevant if you won.
Absolutely does.
You know,
speaking from experience, like it absolutely does.
Yeah, I think that's a good like branding decision. Like to not like you're gonna wait until you're big, but like try to maybe not do every national show. Maybe try to just come back, get bigger, better, come back, get bigger, better. And by the time you get it, you're ready to go straight into it, you know? Like, okay, Nick Walker could have got his pro card sooner if he hit a bunch of shows, but he never did. You know, when he got second at USA's, obviously he kind of just went to North Americans, but he didn't. He waited. He said, but next year I'll be able to win a pro show. And then he didn't actually win the pro show that following year, but he could have. He was, you know, so I think that's maybe a good, and all those people who've done that, they have a really good following and brand. Andrew Jack and Nick, and so I think it's really good for branding. Like your name stays hot. You don't disappear for 2 years. It's like, oh, that's that guy, and then
It's stupid that you have to do that in this sport, but you know it's true because we all got the memories of fucking Goldfish, right? So you got to keep on staying relevant.
Yeah. Shit. Not too long ago, Big Ramy was the shit. Now it's like people talk about him like he's the worst thing ever, like the worst bodybuilder of all time. It's like literally a couple of years ago, we was like, nobody can beat this guy. He's too wide. He's too good. We don't even remember that anymore. It's like it never happened. You know, crazy. What's your hobby outside of bodybuilding? Shit.
Podcasting.
Do we do anything? Like what the fuck? Bodybuilding is the hobby, maybe.
See, the problem
video games
are expensive.
Yeah,
there's a hobby to like to try like new restaurants and stuff on the weekends.
Oh, I love that, but can you consider that a hobby?
That's called gluttony, Joe, not a hobby.
Can we most of us are fat asses by nature. You know, that was evident when we all went out. We're all fucking just. I'm like, I want to keep going. I'm like, are they gonna keep going? I want some more sushi. I want some ice cream. I'm like, okay, we on the same page here. I'm not the only fat ass. Okay, let's keep going. You know, you got to. I'm making sure like I could do some ice cream. Yeah, you guys, you know, everybody okay with that? Okay,
I'm not saying that's what I look forward to. That's my hobby.
That shit is fun, but you know when to rein it back. Like after that day, I'm like, okay, I ain't having ice cream for a little bit. Let's just say that.
Oh,
you
no,
know,
like I do that on Saturday. On Sunday, I'm right back on plan. I don't even look at shit. Like, no, guys.
But you almost wanna go back on plan, right?
No, I do every time. Yeah, my stomach's always fucked up after.
Yeah. Like
Every time.
with the old school, like Chad Nichols, like John and Reagan was in that time frame of the Acetos and Chad Nichols. So it would be like they didn't do like clean refeeds, right? It was like crash you. Well, he didn't really crash you. You know, I guess his version could have been lower, but like he'll bring you down and then load you up on junk food. And by the time I'm done with the junk food, I'm good. I don't want to think about junk food for another week. So it's like it's fucked up mentally, but it kind of works. I don't know, you know, just load it up. And some people say, well, it makes me crave more. Yeah, but you know, depending how it should also get rid of your cravings. No, if you fucking eat until you're full, you probably should be like, I'm good. You know, I don't know. There's two different ways to do it. With Compton, with no cheat meals, I kind of stopped thinking about it. So I guess that works too. But life is a little more fun when you're having some cheats every week. You know?
Oh yeah.
But the hobby thing, like, dude, hobbies are expensive, and we already have like one of the most expensive hobbies, and you don't really make any money off of it.
Yeah.
We also have very limited time and resources because so much time and resources go to that. So if we take away from time, that's might be missing meals. It sounds stupid because, you know, you should be able to do both, but we don't really have a lot of space left for hobbies. Like, what are we gonna do? Like, skateboard? You know, like really break it down. What? I guess golf. I do have a client that plays golf, and I saw Stu playing golf. You could do golf, but it's expensive too.
The thing about like any hobby you pick up is like whatever you start doing, you're going to be a complete amateur at it, right? And you go from being like pretty good at bodybuilding, where people come to you for advice and stuff, to like just knowing nothing about what's going on.
Being useless. Yeah.
So it takes a while and a lot of effort to like get up to speed on anything you're doing. Like I kind of want to work on cars more, like not just to fix them, but to like, you know, build a car, you know. But that's so fucking expensive, man. I mean,
hey man, I would for sure watch that YouTube. Like Stu working on cars and building cars. I'm definitely here for that. I'm definitely here for that.
That would be fun, but it's just, you know, right now I don't have the space or the disposable. It would be irresponsible for me to go and start a project like that right now, you know.
Yeah. Well, hopefully next year you make a shit ton of money, get a bunch of contracts, and you're able to do some shit like that. Hire a video guy, start a car YouTube.
Word, so easy.
Yeah.
But like Zay said, though, it only takes sometimes that one win in life, and a lot of things can change, bro. Not only your mindset financially, like things can change overnight. It's just you could work 20 years and then one day, literally everything, you know what I'm saying? Like that one day is when you actually everything kind of comes at you at once, whereas you've been busting your ass your whole life. But just that one day everything seemed to align, the right opportunity came your way, you took it and ran with it. So hopefully that's in Stu's cards. I want to see Stu doing that kind of shit.
In all of our cards, man.
Yeah,
but it's foolish to count on something like that happening. So
don't
job.
No.
You're gonna go until the wheels fall off anyway. So
exactly,
we're enjoying the ride, you know.
Almost like kill expectations. It sounds fucked up, but like don't expect things because you kind of just send your, you know what I'm saying? You know, you don't want to set yourself up that way. Don't expect shit to happen, but when it happens, be grateful. Just work like nothing is gonna be like you're not gonna get any help. Basically, act like there's no help. Nothing's gonna come help you out, and then if something does, it's just extra add on. You know. Okay. What's your favorite pose or best pose? For Stu, absent eyes, right?
Winner.
Zayd, absent eyes.
Side chest.
Oh yeah, side chest. Zayd,
For me personally, what I like or what is best
on your body, what do you? I guess, yeah. What do you think your best pose is?
when I'm in shape, my front double biceps.
Yeah, yeah, very good for the
Wow.
bicep. Yeah, I think your abs and thighs are really good too. No,
Yeah, of course, second best for sure.
okay.
It's just if I'm able to bring my arms up, my front double will look really good. You know?
I like my front double when my waist is really tight. If my waist isn't tight, which is most of the year,
Side chest.
then I like how my leg and chest looks on my side chest. I feel like my chest doesn't look good unless I'm in my side chest. So I'll go with that. Yeah. And Joe said his side chest as well. I like Joe's back double.
That's my second favorite.
Yeah, I like Joe's back double.
Side tricep is also crazy for him when he's in field condition.
Well, I'm
Good point.
That one side tricep you have on your profile right there. That's a sick one. Mm.
I like Stu's lat spread. Front lat spread is really good, right? No?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
So the silhouette of it is really good, but I always get bashed on it, justifiably so, because my abs don't show in it. It's like completely washed. And it's weird because like my abs look really good in an ab and thigh, but like when I'm pulled up, they just look, there's nothing there.
In your checking pictures, you can see a lot of abs. Maybe when you're super full, I can see what you mean, but not in your checking pictures. Your abs still show really good.
Well, on those particular poses, I mean, my front double kind of as well. It's just there's just not much depth to them in my front double and front lat spread, and I mean I don't really train my abs. I could probably improve it by doing that.
In the front double though, I don't care to see that. Like in my mind, like if you look at Lunsford or Keon, right, they don't have deep etched out abs, but I think they have the two best front doubles in the entire federation. Now the lat spread though, I think the lat spread is more important to have good abs, because if I look at Samson and Andrew in the front lat spread, Samson might have a prettier shape possibly, but the way Andrew's abs just pops out like that, it gives it a different depth, But whereas in the front double, I in some ways I kind of prefer Samson's front double aesthetically, even though you don't really see any abs. I don't think you need to see abs in front double for it to be a good pose. Personally, that's just a personal thing. I don't know if you guys agree. If you have a good vacuum or a good waist, but lat spread, it's a little weird because most people can't pull a vacuum in the lat spread. So if you just leave your stomach and it's washed out, sometimes it doesn't look that crazy.
I can pull a vacuum in that pose and it looks a little better. I wouldn't say my abs look good, but like the problem is I'm going straight from a front double where I was pulling a vacuum straight into that, and it's like I can't
pass the fuck out.
You're
gonna pass the fuck out. Yeah, that's something I noticed too. When I'm practicing and I pull the vacuum in the front lat spread, I'm like, it looks better, but there's zero chance I'm gonna be on stage pulling a vacuum for 2 minutes straight. Like, what the fuck? I'm not doing that shit. That's how you pass the fuck out. All right. Shoes. Excuse me. Choose just one. Standout shoulders or extremely wide lats?
Shoulders.
Yeah.
I think I want the lats. When I look at Derek Lunsford, would you say he has good? I don't know if he has. His shoulders are balanced, but I don't think Derek has right. His shoulders don't stand out by any means. Huh?
He's not going to be known for his shoulders.
Yeah, it's not something. I don't even know what shoulders look like. I don't even look at them. But his lats, something crazy. Well, he had a wide structure though, so I guess you don't need you don't need the biggest shoulders if you're wide already. If you're narrow and you don't have big shoulders, then that could be a problem. I think I'm gonna go lats. So me and Joe lats, and then y'all two shoulders.
I would do shoulders.
Oh damn!
Walking around in a tank top, you know. That's
I think it just looks different raw in general.
Yeah.
But you don't want to be shoulder guy, you know, huge delts, no lats. You don't want to be that dude.
You don't want that.
You said wide lats. You still have lats, good lats, still not super wide.
Yeah, hey, when it comes to shoulder training, sometimes I don't know if I should push it or hold it because I can't tell if my shoulders are good or not because in correlation to my arms, I feel like they're small compared to my arms, but I don't think they're small. So I can't tell if I need to bring it up or not bring it up.
What's the question?
Like my shoulders, I don't know if I need to bring my shoulders up or not bring it up because in correlation to my arm.
I think you need to bring up your rear delt.
Okay, just the rear.
Not the whole shoulder, but the rear delt.
All right, I'm gonna just spam the rear part. No, for sure. Because the tricep, where the tricep inserts, it pops out a lot more than the rear delt, which and regardless of what it measures, it looks small on your body, right? That's all that matters,
Yeah.
Okay.
Some people get away with that, some people don't. It's funny.
I guess it just depends how it all stacks up, right?
Yeah, how you piece together.
How many people have good shoulders? Holy fuck! Hold on, I'm thinking about it. I think Heidi has. Oh, kind of. I don't know if you want to consider what you want to consider that, but fuck it. Listen, that's part of the sport. It is what it is. I would say
Samson at the Arnold had, some lumps in his delts too, but nobody gives him shit about it. I mean, like you can see them if you're looking, but we're just not looking on him.
If me and Stu know what it look, if you look hard enough, you'll catch some shit from quite a few people. You just gotta know what to look at,
Because guess what? Everybody puts a bunch of gear in their delts. It's normal. It's why we don't have, striated delts like natural guys. It's because we stuck so many needles in there. It is what it is.
I gotta be honest though, I would rather you have like 3D delts than striations. Fuck it, get big ass delts.
IFBB agrees.
They do. How many people have standout delts in IFBB? I'm having a hard time. Crizzo's arms, but shoulders. You say Crizzo?
Pretty dope.
Yeah, Nick. I was gonna say Nick has some crazy delts.
Really?
Oh yeah.
They're really around.
I just see. Yeah, they're around. But like his shoulders don't jump at me. I feel like his arms do.
His arms huge.
Yeah, that's what it is.
The shoulders pretty big.
But would you look at Nick and say, "Oh, these are like some of the best shoulders in the world"? Who has the best? Who has like the top
side though? Like side chest. Like you were talking about rear delts. Like his rear delts are not very. They're very disproportionately small compared to his medial and front delt in that pose.
Peter, my Nick.
Yeah.
He also has really big arms,
Yeah.
Yeah.
In that pose, though, I mean, that's again, he gets away with it. But
I could say Nathan the Asher, bro. That his chest and shoulders, he has some of the roundest, fullest chest and shoulder combination I've ever seen. Like when he's so full, bro. Would you say Nathan was up there? I think so. I think Nathan. Beirut's got really good shoulders, no?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, okay. We got some guys. But at the Olympia level, I can't think of like the crazy standout shoulders, like because I remember Marcus Rule and Dennis Wolf and Jay Cutler at one point. It was like a lot of big shoulders. I think you see big arms now. Something I noticed. All right. It's not really judged. Like there's not a big preference on shoulders.
Martin has pretty round big delts too. When he's full blown, you know.
He gets pretty round, like kind of like everywhere, right? Like this area, like Nathan,
are more prominent than his arms for sure.
I think so.
Chest.
I think his traps, chest, and delts, he gets really round and full in those areas. It's a good look. Let me pull up Martin. I think Martin is very impressive, man.
Do you guys think he can be in the top 6 this year?
I think so, bro. I honestly think so.
I know. Hunter has pretty damn
good. Hunter, if him, Hunter, Andrew, I feel like the guy that's going to be in his way is going to be the Sampsons, Knicks, Hunters, Andrews. But I've always felt he was underrated. I don't think he's underrated anymore because I think people are noticing, but I still think he's going to continue to surprise people. Yeah, he has a lot of. He's peeled, but he's full as fuck.
Yeah, fucking round as fuck.
I kind of want to see Boss of Outlaw's process of filling them out. I kind of did with Nathan. It looks like he just gives you a shit ton of fucking food, bro. Like so much food that you would think it's a bad idea. Like Nathan was eating like 9 meals. You guys saw that video for like 2 days, and I'm like,
talk to him about it. He was eating his ass off.
How do they not spill? They're close. Like 1 more ounce of rice, Nathan will be spilled. Well, like he's right there.
It's for one, it's pretty hard to spill when you're in really good condition, and Nathan is usually in really good condition. And also, if you're restricting water as you're putting all that food in, whether with diuretics or just not drinking it, where's the water going to come from to spill?
Yeah. For me, it's gonna find a way. It's gonna come from the heavens.
Some people just get a little inflamed when they eat a lot of carbs.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, that doesn't happen to me. That doesn't happen to Martin, obviously. But that's kind of how I peak. Like I increase food over the course of like 3 days, basically, and gradually bring my water down. Food's coming up, water's going down. There's not enough water to let you spill. You keep on eating after you stop drinking water, and it's kind of hard to fuck up with my body, at least, if it's happy.
From what I hear, a lot of the new age coaches, they'll have like they'll have you chop up like a diazide in quarters, and they'll throw in like a quarter with like every other meal or something like that. So as they're filling you up, they're restricting water and bringing down water a little bit as they give you, if they feed you up really high. That's something I've heard a few times.
Well, that's for USA. That's what I did too. I got so damn fucking shredded that he fed me a fuck ton going in the finals. Still over, yeah.
Because you're usually not a heavy carb up guy, right?
No, but when I was at the video, I was.
Okay. That would be nice. I would love to. No, never mind. I wouldn't love to do that.
Be a skinny white boy. Yeah. His downsides.
Favorite area to pin? That's a pretty personal question there, buddy. Favorite, like I'm excited to fucking pin my shoulders today. I can't wait. I usually go shoulders and lats personally. It's just easy access for me. I could just do this. Legs hurt. Glutes, I feel uncomfortable trying to reach my glute, and even if I could reach it, why? I want to make it look aesthetic. I don't want to have horns at the top of my butt cheeks. I don't. I don't need the butt cheeks horns. The good old Ronnie Coleman section.
Delt lats and triceps. That's
Yeah.
Delt lats. Yeah. A lot of people hear lats and they're like confused. So how do you do that? I'm like, you just
get a girlfriend.
Oh yeah, I just go like this. I push my elbow.
Yeah, I always do it on my own, but it's just something I say to make people feel bad.
Joe can't physically do that though. I think I've seen Joe try. You can't come across your chest. You got too much chest.
I can if I go up here.
But your lat. How about your lat?
My lat.
No,
really.
no.
You got to grab your elbow and pull it across.
But
you can reach it.
I can do it.
Kinda.
That's kind of close, yeah.
When I'm on, I get really like fucking
saturated. I know what you
mean. Everything's like super pumped, and so I can only go like that. Like, and then remember when I was fully on, I couldn't do my delt even if I went over top.
Yeah. It's too saturated. I mean that's cutting it close. I don't know if I want to get the under armpits. You don't want to look like Lunsford at the O.
Right here.
The guy won the fucking O, dude.
Derek was trying to get that bitch around. He's like, fuck it, just go in the armpit, motherfucker. No, he didn't really do that.
Thank you, Stu. That's actually really fucking. I didn't think about doing that.
Yeah,
we learned something today.
Great question.
One time I was by myself in my room, and I really I couldn't get my I was on fully, so I was super pumped up, and I got it right here, but I could not fucking push it down. So I was like, fuck.
You got stuck.
I was against the wall.
Oh yeah, go. Holy shit!
Dang.
That's wild, bro. That's wild.
Sticking out of my arm, I didn't know what to do. I was like, "What the fuck? Please, my help!"
So just go to work.
Somebody help me. Somebody help me. Hey, there's bodybuilders, like legit bodybuilders, who can't pin themselves. Like can't is a strong word, but I guess they're uncomfortable pinning themselves. Don't you think that's strange? Like you can't rely. What if you're by yourself? What do you do? You're gonna wait for your girlfriend to come home?
No.
What
janitor's $30 to save your body.
You got to pay somebody, bro. There's so many people, and I'm like, well, you've been taking gear for 10 years. You can't pin yourself, nah, bro. You got me. I'm like, I really don't want to, bro. I don't want to pin you. I'm sorry, I just don't.
Like
it's weird. It makes me feel uncomfortable, bro. They're standing there breathing hard and shit. I'm like, I don't want to do this, bro.
I've never done that to another man. That's.
I have, and they kind of like,
feels weird.
Bro, and they're like, I'm like, bro, after 10 years, you're talking about like what what's going on? Like,
talking about
that shit is so weird. I'm like, I don't even think about it. Does it hurt? I'm like, it's not. That doesn't even cross my mind if it hurts. It's a shot. We've taken so many shots that we should. I don't think we think about, does this needle hurt or not. It's not even a sensation that we think about. It's just you pin. That's what you do. You know.
I always get nervous though every time I touch my arms because like there's so many fucking nerves in there. It's gonna
tricep
something and twitch it and.
Yeah, the twitches definitely happen. Do you go only long head or you do short head sometimes tricep?
I do both.
Yeah. Short head, you have to be careful. You have to make sure it's in a really meaty area.
Yeah,
you know, because if not,
I'm lucky that I mean, I know I'm trying to think. Your triceps are pretty meaty there, right?
Mine?
Yeah. Okay. There's a decent amount there.
Kind
of. Like if you had Ronnie Coleman triceps, that would be hard to hit. Mine go down pretty low, so.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't if you have Ronnie triceps. Now, if you have flex triceps, you're in the game. All right. I hope. Oh, I didn't tell Zayd and Joe. My channel is officially demonetized. So demonetized. So y'all not getting no more checks, bro. Sorry. Yeah, you're not getting paid anymore.
No wonder you cut me off the GH, man. That's why.
yeah, they can't handle bodybuilding content. I don't know. We're too much for YouTube somehow. Huh?
You start
I
getting
don't.
negative.
Yeah, but I really don't feel like we say anything. I don't think we say anything that nobody else doesn't. Right? We're not that. Like some of the early episodes, maybe, but like I don't think we've.
It's funny.
We don't.
Not anymore.
We're getting dinged.
We don't even talk about drugs like that anymore. Like not like before.
Yeah. Way worse earlier. That's funny.
But what I said earlier, as long as they don't take down my channel, I don't give a fuck. You know, at the end of the day, you know, we could still generate income just from social media presence. You know, more than like I don't think anybody's making a ton of money from YouTube checks besides like C-Bum is probably making a shit ton of money, but most of us, nobody's making serious money from that. All right, let's do a couple more, huh? What the fuck? It's okay to create new flavor. If you could create any flavor protein powder, what would it be? I never considered that. I don't really. I don't like.
You ever had like pecan praline ice cream or butter pecan?
I love that.
That sounds good.
As long as it really tastes like it, because sometimes. You know how sometimes it'll be like, oh, fucking, I don't know, it'll be like strawberry shortcake cheesecake, and you drink it, you'll be like, it kind of tastes like protein powder, bro. Yeah, I don't taste any cheesecake. You know, it's like sometimes they hype it up and it falls short. You know, but
it has a pistachio ice cream isolate, which actually it's green, which is a little off-putting at first, but like it's pretty good, man. It's pretty spot on for like pistachio.
If I'm being honest, usually I don't really taste it. I'm usually just chugging it. But if I have a protein powder that tastes good, I do appreciate it still, even though I'm chugging it. I don't. It's kind of weird, but I appreciate the chug. You know, when it tastes good. You know.
I always mix mine with cream or ice, so it matters to me.
Oh, okay. See, I don't do that with Flavor Gang because I feel like it tastes so good by itself. So when I mix it,
yeah, so man, flavored already.
Exactly. But if I was just doing it would probably make the cream rice taste better if it's plain, you know?
Yeah.
But but for the longest, I just did Optimum just because it was convenient and it was easy on my stomach. And then I was with HD for a while, and their protein powder did taste good. It was just really, really thick. And sometimes, if I'm doing 3 scoops, you know, I don't want it to be super, super thick because it feels like it's a lot. You know,
I only tried one protein from what do you call it, HD, and it was their birthday cake one, and it was like it literally tasted like nothing. Like I was like, what the fuck? I only added like syrup. I added like fucking sweet and low, or fucking.
Damn. Well, now I'm with Blackstone, right? So the first time I get the protein, I'm not thinking about flavor. I'm just like, free protein. This is fucking great. 3 scoops of this motherfucker, you know. And then I drank it. I was like, oh, it's pretty fucking good, you know. So I'm actually pleasantly. So like I said, I chug it anyways. But it's better when it is better if it tastes.
Well, Blackstone is vanilla and chocolate, right?
I don't know if they have any more flavors. For
that's
me,
if they're gonna have those 2 and that's it, probably tastes good.
That's a good point.
Well, limited for a reason.
I also found, like, in the past, I've never gotten vanilla in the past just because I don't know. I just never thought to get vanilla. But I noticed when I mix vanilla and chocolate, it makes the chocolate sweeter. I don't. You notice that, right? So I'm like, this is a good hack, but it never crossed my mind. So I know some people make chocolate cake. They add like vanilla extract. So I think it's a similar thing. So that tastes pretty good. I can't speak on most brands because I'm pretty basic. I was doing Optimum. Now I'm doing Blackstone. That's about it.
Rob just came out with milk and cookies. That was pretty fucking good.
So that sounds pretty good to me.
Especially like if you do like post workout like cereal.
Yeah.
You use it as the milk base. It's really good.
You be doing that?
I had actually the other day. Sure.
Doesn't it blunt the taste of the cereal?
No, because it's like milk kind of. So
okay, it works.
It meshes with the cereal good, yeah.
Okay. Oh wait, the question was the flavor. Okay, I don't know. Well, fucking I don't know. I don't know what flavor I would wear. Fucking
just to see.
I could do like you said praline pecan. That's a good one. I like mango, but I wouldn't do a mango protein.
Well, bro, the Pollen has a mango protein.
Oh,
yes. That's like a thing now. Like more fruitier flavors for protein.
I'll be down to try that. I would blend that bitch with frozen mango, bro. Literally, that would be fire. There's no way it couldn't be fire.
I haven't tried it yet. I tried the Clear Whey ISO that they have though, and that's actually really good. With that stuff, you have to use a blender to blend it up because I think this is a thing with like all the Clear Whey ISOs. Like they kind of like form these little blobs. Think like styrofoam pellets almost. That's what they look like in the shaker. So like I have to use an electric blender to blend it up smooth, and then you can drink it.
When I drink protein at home, I'll pretty much always use the Magic Bullet. It's super easy.
Yeah.
The only time I use a shaker bottle is if I'm on the go. If I pack it for the gym, it has like 3 hours to dissolve or 2 hours to dissolve, so that works. Yeah. But at home, I usually use the Magic Bullet.
I want an apple fritter donut protein.
Ooh, I like that,
dude. Apple and cinnamon is like I don't really know anybody who does that. Does Does Action Sledge have one?
Not that I know. I don't think so. Maybe no.
Like the Pro Supplements used to have a really good apple pie flavor.
Ooh, apple pie.
Dude, so that would be really good to the instant oatmeal, the apple and cinnamon instant oatmeal.
That'd be fire.
It slaps on its own. You put protein powder in there. Now it's not just like a bunch of sugar. You got protein, so it's healthy. So
I would put that in my shaker bottle pre-workout and let it sit there for a couple hours. Get all soaked up. Ooh.
In the oatmeal.
I think I'll do that.
Get some slop.
Give me some of that slop.
get that slop action. All right.
I used to during the USA's prep. I couldn't use my blender in the morning because I got up way earlier than the other people in my house. So I had like whey, almond butter, oats, and blueberries. So I would just put them in a shaker bottle and shake it all up. And when the chocolate whey got all saturated in the fucking, oats at the bottom, like eating them was so good. It seemed like it when I was done.
Like overnight oats, is that how overnight oats works?
Yeah, basically, yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, Justin Kelly. Justin Kelly asks, when can I be on one? Joking, love the content. No, you could be on one for sure.
Yeah, Justin, you can join now that you have a pro card. Okay.
Yeah, I guess whenever. I don't know. Maybe Sunday. I'm gonna hit you up. Can Hunter beat Nick? Will Hunter be able to wow the crowd in Italy? I'm sure he can wow the crowd. Hunter has already beat Nick before. Even though most of us probably didn't agree with that one. But I don't see why not.
When did you do that? When?
Oh, the first one.
Oh,
He got
the first O that he did. That's right.
I think that was both of their first O, no? Right?
Yes.
I think that was both of the first time.
No, it wasn't. Hunter was 8th the year before.
Okay. It was Nick's first O. Okay. Can he beat him now? I wouldn't put money on it, but if it happened, I mean, he looks really good. I mean, he has the size, he has the condition now. I mean, he can, yeah. Will he? I will probably say he won't, more than likely, but I think he can. I don't know. That doesn't really answer the question, I guess. What do you guys think?
I mean, I wouldn't.
If you go pose for pose, I mean,
Yeah, the chance.
Hunter wins both front poses, front double, front lat spread handily. Side chest, they're pretty similar in size, but Hunter
Nick don't have side chest.
No.
Nick has one of the best side chests in the league, bro.
Does he?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
I could show you a picture of me standing next to him, and I'm like arguably winning that pose. So I guess I do too. Then,
okay, Stu.
I'll fucking send you the picture.
All right, bet. Like, I want to see this picture.
Hunter has a lot more detail in his side leg and frankly his whole upper body. Back lat spread, I think Hunter wins. Back double, I think that's closer because Hunter has a lot more detail in that pose, and it's now a lot bigger.
Yeah.
I mean, seeing his recent updates is pretty fucking up there.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Ab and thigh, Hunter easily wins. Most muscular Nick probably wins.
Yeah.
What about side
When you
tricep?
actually break it down, it's like you're going off of past placings, which is reasonable. But I think Hunter figured out his stomach issues this year, and like he's leveled up in a huge way.
Yeah. I mean, he definitely. This is his best look by far. Best look by far. I don't agree with that posing breakdown, but I do think it's really close, actually. You know, but as far as like, I think back double. I think Nick beats him handily, and I think he beats him handily on the side chest. But that's just my opinion. But everything else, like you said, the front poses. Yeah, I mean, Hunter takes the front poses. The side poses, they probably split it. The back poses, I think Nick takes the back double, but the back lat, I think Hunter takes it. So they're basically split. They're splitting the side. The front Hunter, they're splitting the back, and then the most muscular Nick. In my head, I got a tie. Then in my book, I got a tie, which is great,
Like,
which is pretty.
That's what I'm saying. There's an argument to be made.
There is. I mean, Martin was close to Nick, and I think Martin is close to Hunter. I think those three guys are close. Like Stu said, if you go by past placings, you would say no way, right? But it ain't about the past placings.
But that's the thing, yeah. People improve.
Yes. and Hunter has improved. I'll be honest. I wasn't really a fan of Hunter's physique back when he got fourth place. Honestly, I wasn't really a fan of his physique. I was a fan of him as a person, but not his physique. But in these recent couple years, I'm a really big fan of his physique. I like where his physique is going. He's getting bigger and better. Like his size is making him look more aesthetic, not less. You know.
Also,
hey, man,
Nick has brought up his back lat spread. He hits it differently.
You're right.
So I think he has that pose over Hunter still because he just fixed that way of posing for the back lat spread. But I feel like he has both back shot over Hunter, especially with that nasty condition he brings. You know,
I thought Nick's back lat spread was his weakest pose. Now I don't think it's a weak pose, but I don't think it's a strong pose. Can we does he have any pictures of that? Let me see. I don't even know where to get pictures these days.
How is that cheap?
Find some.
Yeah. Well, but Nick hasn't been posting updates anymore. I think he's mad at people for not
I
for
was
not putting.
gonna say that too. You know, since he had the target on his back for waste and stuff, people hating on him for that. Like it's almost like Phil and his extended. Right?
Well, yeah,
Like,
he's not. He's not posting updates this year. Well, I guess we'll see on show day. Hey, one thing I will do is say you can't, like, anytime you count Nick out, he does something to make you count him back in. It's almost like,
check your phone. I just sent something to the group.
yeah. It actually looks like well, let me not say anything. Never mind.
Yeah, that defeats the whole purpose of the whole
thing. All right. Well, y'all want to do one more question?
I'm about right now.
Oh, okay. All right, bro. You already know, Joe. Thanks for coming on, man.
All right, guys. Great seeing you guys.
Peace out, brother.
Hey, wasn't this supposed to be like a coaching episode? I thought me and Stu wanted to do like a Q&A about like X's and O's. All right, we'll do it a different day. Or let's answer one X and O question then. You down for that?
Yeah.
Oh wait, Chase Irons. Chase Irons says, any of you guys mess with T&E or test suspension? That shit hurts. That shit burns, bro.
I've never done that. I want to, but I've never done it. I'm a little concerned about like the rapid spike in testosterone causing a bunch of aromatization for me, because I'm pretty sensitive to that. So like if that's going to be throwing off my like AI dosing and giving me nipple issues, then that's not worth it. So
I did it with Oregon. What I found was that, I mean, I held less water because you take a shot in the morning, and by the time you go to bed, you're peeing out. You're peeing out the fucking test. You're peeing out the water retention from the test.
With it.
Yeah. So I felt drier, but you could just take Prope and take it out. You can just take the Prope out a week out, and instead of I don't know. I feel like instead of pinning a bunch of suspension, you could just take out the Prope earlier. And
if he's talking about like dropping it before a show, then Prope at a week out, it'll be gone in 3 days. But suspension, people usually use it, I think, as a pre-workout. Like taking an Anadrol,
yeah. What? And the thing is, like, let's say you don't want your test level to be 3,000 regularly. You might keep it at 1,000, but let's say on leg days, you want to spike on leg days just to train harder and have better recovery. I could see the benefits in that, but I just seem like a lot of work. I don't know.
Test suspension, like real test suspension, is going to be water based, and it is very painful, like you said, and you're also more likely to get infections with that stuff. Just generally speaking, that's why people they would just drink the Winstrol V injectable stuff instead of shooting it, because
it's real,
everybody would get infections from the water-based shit. And I think test suspension, like the crystals, it's not dissolved, it's a suspension. So like there's crystals of testosterone,
that can be good,
floating around, and they can literally clog the needle that you're shooting it. They're that.
Oh yeah. I remember.
I think Boston used to talk about that.
He used to always. That's what I thought. I remember. I remember him saying shit like that. Like it would get stuck, and he'd have to take it out, and all this shit. That's too much work. I mean, T&E is suspended in oil, so I think if you're gonna do one, you should probably go T&E. But Man,
so TNE, it's dissolved in the oil, so it's actually
it
part
is.
of the fluid. It's not suspended. It's not particles floating around.
No.
Yeah.
But it's
And
not going
I've
to
heard,
absorb as fast as the
right. And the
yeah.
TNE, I've heard power lifters will take it like an hour and a half, 2 hours before they do their meets,
Load it up.
and it works really good.
Mhm.
But
Yeah,
you could also do like tretinoin ester or like injectable anadrol. There's all kinds of injectable pre-workout drugs that frankly I don't think a lot of us use, and I don't think a lot of good guys use. Like if you like fucking around with drugs, have fun, man. Like
have
if you
fun,
like
exactly.
trying stuff and you're like, oh, that was sick, in the gym for 1 day or 2 days, like that's cool. But as a part of your program regularly scheduled, I don't think it's going to really add that much to you know, your
Yeah.
physique long term.
Are my legs going to get bigger from doing suspension on leg day? I don't think so. I guess it's possible, but I don't think so. Will I feel better training, like more locked in and focused?
Yeah. That's why people
Probably.
like it.
Yeah,
You get a
yeah,
better pump and you're like super aggressive.
yeah.
Which I think most of us are able to train hard without adding drugs in. Necessarily.
Exactly.
Maybe shoot at like the end of a prep. I don't
I
know.
was
Like kick in the ass.
I was gonna say that on this rebound phase, these leg days been so. I mean, but I'm still doing it. So so it's like if I can still do it, what's the point of adding something? If I'm like I can't do. Then maybe So one thing I will say, there's something called. Uh-huh.
At the end of a prep, right? You're probably already on Halo. If that
Yeah,
doesn't make you aggressive, I mean, you could
fucked
throw
up.
more drugs at it, but like, see what. It's maybe not the problem. Not enough drugs.
Yeah,
Halo gets
but
my ass gear every time.
for most people, bro, most people who are asking, I'm not talking about Chase here, but most people who are asking about, like clients asking about certain drugs, it's never the drugs. It never is. For the
Yeah.
people that it is the drugs, they're usually the people who never ask, right?
Yeah.
If you put
Yeah,
you better
yeah.
like, okay, let's up the test. You have to tell them. But the people who ask you to up the drug is never the answer for them. Yeah, I want to get a little harder. What can I take? I'm like, well, you can take a chicken breast, motherfucker. What are you talking about?
10 more minutes of cardio. Fuck you for
Yeah.
asking.
Yeah.
But there's something in powerlifting that's called check drops,
Yeah.
and I've heard some bodybuilders use it. The ones that go like, like I don't want to say names, but people who train really hard, and I can see the benefit in that. I'm not gonna lie, like in prep, if you have to go really low in calories and you want to have, don't do it every day. You're gonna be a fucking something bad is going to happen. I don't know. I don't even know the side effects, but I can't imagine anything good coming out of taking that every day because you turn into a fucking nutcase. But if you could take that on leg days, like if I was gonna go train with like Branch Warren, I would take a check drop just so I don't die. You know what I'm saying? But like, but
If you're in the
some
same
like,
room as him, like you're gonna get that energy and train pretty hard.
oh yeah, okay, so there you go. Yeah, it's one of those things. But I think Chase is curious. Chase just likes to try shit, and it benefits us because I get to ask him questions that I want to know that I can't know because I've never tried it. So I literally asked him about like the point of diminished returns because I'm interested. Listen, like I want to be as healthy as possible, but at the same time, like if I feel like I can take a little bit more and get more results without more side effects, like why wouldn't I do it? Of course I would do it.
It's diminishing returns, not zero returns. Remember,
exactly.
The point of diminishing the returns is not necessarily where you should stop.
Mm-hmm.
It usually is, but like if you need more returns,
what can you handle, right? So I was running trend on this rebound, which I never do, and it was great until I realized that my sleep is so bad that I can't recover from training. that's a point of no return. If I can't recover from training, then the gains I'm getting from this isn't worth it. So that's when you take I just took out the trend. You know what I'm saying? So that makes sense. But if it was like, my sleep isn't the best, but I feel recovered, I'm gonna just leave it in. I mean, I can have a little bit less sleep, I guess. You know. So yeah, but I was asking Chase about that. What dose did he feel like he didn't notice any more, progress, maybe just side effects? But he doesn't really get side effects like that. But I think he said
he would get side effects. He did 10 years ago when he did dumb shit, but he manages them properly now. So takeaway for anybody listening,
he's doing
it's not that he doesn't get side effects, it's that he controls them properly, and they don't bother. So
see, I used to brag about like my blood work sometimes. Like, oh, my cholesterol don't budge, my hemo don't blood. But then I realized that I've always been a nut with the health supplements. I just assume they probably don't do that much. I'm just taking it for my own mental clarity or mental health. But then now I'm like, well, maybe it's not genetics. Maybe it's because I'm taking all these supplements.
Huge difference, man. Huge.
Uh-huh.
And it's not, if you can't afford health supplements, if you can't afford blood work, you can't afford to take drugs. Okay.
Amen.
Period.
Yeah. So now I'm starting to believe that I don't think this is a genetic thing. I'm not some genetic outlier. I just think I've always, anybody I talk to, Stu, yeah, I take this thing. It's called it's like Tudka, but it's called Udka or Oxbio. I'll literally go buy it and start taking it. Every time I hear somebody I respect say something, I go buy it. Sometimes I'll just Google the shit and be like, what's some digestion supplements? I'll be like, dandelion root, fuck it. Alpha lipoic acid, fuck it. I'll just buy all of it. And then I'm not even thinking that this is helping. I'm just like, if it can help, I don't want to risk it not helping. But I think it is helping because I don't think it's a coincidence. So fuck it. Like
when you see people with fucked off blood work, like really bad, it's they usually have not gotten their blood work done before, and they've been taking drugs for a couple of years, and they have no idea what health supplements are even for, what they do, and they just have never even thought about this stuff.
I agree.
So yeah, you need to be mindful of it. Go get I just got my blood work done yesterday. Thank you, Merrick. Merrick is the shit. Go get your blood work done.
Merrick, I kind of want I've always wanted to try Merrick.
Yeah, I'm actually working more closely with them right now. I started talking to one of their health coaches because as I've kind of alluded to here, I'm going to be pushing a little harder this year, and I want to make sure all my ducks are in a row. I kind of talked through the plan with him, and he's on board. He's like, yeah, let's manage all this stuff properly. So I just got I think they drew like 8 vials of blood out of me yesterday for a whole ton of tests.
Damn.
And we're going to be setting up like a proper treatment plan with like ancillaries and everything to make sure.
Hey, hi. Who do I reach out to? Like, just go to the website. I kind of I want to work with.
I could shoot you over Steven's number. He's the guy who reached out to me.
Oh, please, yeah. This is something I want to take. I want to take it seriously. We can't just do this and act like because normal doctors, it's like I feel like I'm wasting my time. It's the same circle. They have no idea what's going on. Oh, look at this, your AST, bro. I've been coming here for 5 years. My fucking liver is elevated. I take steroids. My liver is elevated. Can we skip these steps, bro? Like, can we just skip this?
It's not all doctors. I mean, speaking for myself, at least, I've had good experiences working with doctors being honest about what I'm doing. So I'll tell them like, hey, I'm a competitive bodybuilder. This is what I do. I need to manage my blood pressure and my cholesterol. And, and they're like, okay, this guy kind of knows what he's talking about, and if you come in and you're like, hey, I have fucked up numbers, help me, I don't know what's going on. They're not going to be as
I know what you mean,
receptive to like prescribing you medications. But if you're coming in as like an educated party to a regular doctor saying like, hey, I want to manage these heart health issues, blood pressure, whatever, this is what I want you to prescribe me, this is how I want to manage it, and they'll be like, "Oh, okay, this guy knows what he's talking about. I'm going to help him, and we're going to work together here." You know, because most doctors they deal with dumb Americans, right? And who don't know anything about health.
They have no idea what's going on. Yeah.
So yeah, at least being able to talk to somebody who's at least somewhat competent with the management that you're trying to do really opens them up to like being receptive to helping you. So
that's true. Yeah. I definitely want to get in contact with Merrick though. I kind of want to see what because from my understanding, they're like the top of the totem pole when it comes to like blood work as pertaining to athletes and bodybuilders and shit like that.
Yeah, and fortunately they're used to working with people like us, right? So they're not going to tell you don't push your body. Like they're going to help you be successful and not hurt yourself while doing so.
Exactly. My cardiologist is great. He respects my knowledge, and he doesn't like he gets it, but he's also a cardiologist, so he also has to like do his job in a way that he was taught to do. So sometimes he makes me a little uncomfortable because he's always trying to get me to stop. He's not super pushy though, so he does, but still he wouldn't. I guess he wouldn't be doing his job, working for the hospital if he wasn't trying to convince me to stop. But I'm like, hey man, you're not. I'm gonna stop when I want to stop, bro. You could just leave it alone.
But 90% of the people that he probably sees are like fat people who just had a stroke or a heart attack, and they refuse to change their lifestyle and their eating habits, and they're going to die because of it, right? So like, you're probably a breath of fresh air compared to those people. He's just doing his due diligence.
He's just doing his job. No, he's a great guy. I just like the fact that he respects my knowledge, which is very mature for a doctor to be like, oh, this person knows what they're doing. I'm gonna respect everything they have to say. I might not look like it, but I'm decently intelligent. So
everybody's gonna assume you're stupid when you look like us.
Exactly.
You just have to prove them wrong by opening your mouth. Don't prove them right. Careful.
Exactly. You know what? I think there are dumb bodybuilders, but I think it takes a lot of knowledge to be able to do what we do. Like to be able to be huge and lean, it takes some intellect. Unless you're Ronnie Coleman and you just can follow a plan like a robot.
Not at all.
So some people have no clue what they're doing. But I would say this, even though this new generation always takes all the shit. This new generation, I feel like everybody I know, all of our friends are pretty well versed. Some more than others, but pretty well versed actually. Jordan and Robin and us. I don't know about Joe and Paul, but I mean, if
it works, don't fix it.
They just old school. They don't give a fuck. They just get it done. But I mean, I think most of Chris Fine doesn't try to come off smart, but he knows his shit. And it's more so experience based, but he knows what the fuck he's doing.
He handles his blood work very well too. He gets it done regularly.
He does.
And he knows how to address things, and his blood work is good. So
he knows. He knows.
You might not assume that looking at him, right? But it is.
Yeah. Or same with Wyatt. You look at Wyatt, you would just think meathead. You wouldn't think the guy knows.
Wyatt also has the misfortune of like looking very unhealthy most of the time. Like he literally just looks like he cannot breathe. But I think he's okay.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Shout out Wyatt, bro. But all right, I think we've been on long enough. I'm not gonna get paid anyway, so no need to go too long.
Yeah.
No need to, because them 3-hour podcasts, I'll be looking at the clock like, run that shit up. Let's get these 3 hours. Now I'm like, we don't need all the March hours no more.
You're not gonna make your $20 off of your podcast.
Yeah, and don't cuss in the first minute,
bro. But I didn't realize how much I cuss. It's not. Maybe I need to work on that. Maybe
no, it's just a habit. Just be mindful.
Yeah.
When you win your pro card and get interviewed. You can't be cussing in that fucking interview.
Oh,
You
you know, I'm
cannot-
definitely on.
I mean, you can, but you shouldn't. You know.
Yeah, try not to.
Okay,
Try not to.
good to know.
All right. too late.
It
Too
don't
late,
matter.
man.
It don't matter.
That don't matter. All right, y'all. Yo, Jay, nice having you back on. Stu,
Thanks, brother.
yeah. Stu,
You're sick of me, aren't
it's
you?
okay.
It's okay. I'm sick of you too.
nah, but Dallas really excites me. I can't lie. Dallas excites me.
Hey,
I
before
just,
you go, what's the deal for the Olympia, dude? I gotta know so we can make
Oh,
the preparations. Are we doing the
We got-
same thing?
yeah, we gotta plan that shit now, bro.
Yeah.
Holy
It's a month
shit,
away,
yeah.
dude.
What's a quick thought? Same deal, Airbnb and all of us together?
I think
Yeah.
so. I mean, for us, we're gonna drive there, and then Airbnb. I guess we don't have to rent it. We don't have to rent the truck. I mean, we don't have to rent a car because Paul got the truck. I'll probably drive my own car there, maybe, so I could bring my
Try and
dog.
find out what the address of the gas house is, so you can maybe find something close by. I don't know if that'll be.
Oh, hell yeah. I'll be down for that. Bring I like gas, but I like the whole team shit. So yeah, I'll be down for that. Let's talk more behind the scenes.
Yes, sir.
All right. All right, y'all. I catch
Peace out,
y'all.
guys.
Peace out, brother.